know.
But it's great to have you back today.
It is. It's good to be here.
Is this our ration of Pamela for the week?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I know.
Rawr. Well, we got David tomorrow. And Friday, I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Because Terry is out of town. I think Eddie will be.
I'll be out of town too. I know.
Oh.
I have to bring Remy to her dad this weekend. She's going to be gone for the summer.
Oh, that's traumatic.
The first couple of weeks are always rough. Yeah.
Well, you know what helps? It's hanging
Working.
around friends.
Last summer, I just worked the whole time.
Doing a radio show, running your business, you know.
Yep.
So,
Oh, gosh.
Master Thespian got a dose, the great Warhawk, of my schedule because he did yesterday afternoon and this morning.
Oh, wow.
Because Shirtless Rich is off, and I know he's shirtless because we've already gotten pictures from Punta Cana, whatever the hell the place is that he likes in the Dominican. He'll be well taken care of there for the next several days. You'll be happy to know. And I think we have a scattered shower or two around this afternoon. It looks like it, but
Yeah.
nothing too serious. Any thoughts post-election day?
Plenty.
Let's have it.
I am on the verge of being like a total anarchist, honestly.
Really? Why?
I'm so tired of all of it.
Well, yeah, I get it.
And I hate to
I heard
say-
Joey blame boomers for Thomas Massey's loss, but Thomas Massey lost for one reason. And the same reason Cornyn's going to lose in Texas, and a bunch of others have been given the boot. You ain't getting nothing done. You're making it all about you and not about what we, the people, would like to have done.
But they all do that.
Starting with the voters, the SAVE Act.
They all do. All of them.
And they're going to be gone.
I would hope so. That'd be nice. Then we wouldn't have to riot and take our country back.
The
And
interesting
maybe
thing about
just-
Massey, and look, I understand he has got some very passionate fans, including somebody you and I know.
I'm a fan. More than not a fan.
That's fine.
Because I like an independent thinker.
But 3 weeks ago, he was polling at 74%.
And then Donald Trump pulled his backing.
Well, he did endorse the other guy. And, of course, the question and what the media is hoping and praying is that his endorsement means nothing. But it still carries a lot of weight because he was 8-0 in the primaries yesterday, while the old guard is falling one at a time, not fast enough.
No.
And I just think, you know, like I saw a poll, of course, CNN, Trump's polling in the 30s. But I think a lot of that are people saying, look, we support you, but
Get
this
this
Iran
war
thing.
over with.
Yeah, get the war over with, figure it out, do what you have to do so gas prices come down. Because if they don't, and inflation and a possible recession come along in the wake of this, and you were the one that put the time frame out there, Mr. President,
Right.
so you got to do your best to be as close to that as you possibly can.
But he just said, like, having these higher gas prices is peanuts compared to what else is going on. So
No,
that
it's
just
not
makes him
peanuts.
seem so out of touch with
It
his
sure
whole
does.
base.
I agree.
And it's not a good look.
No, I don't know who is advising him on this. I saw a headline that says, "I've got plenty. I can wait for Iran to come around." We are getting impatient, and righteously so. I went by that one gas station, and they're always the highest, but they're at $4.25.
Yeah, I know.
Supposedly, I heard on Salem Radio Network News that the price of oil per barrel dropped quite a bit today, so maybe we'll start to see some of that. I don't know. Let me read this comment. You can always text or Facebook message me to participate if it's too much trouble to pick up the phone and call 334-272-9228.
Pick up the phone and call. Come on.
Massey votes almost every time against his own party. That's why he lost. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mark just texted that.
And that's true. He voted against the big, beautiful bill and a bunch of other things. So he overraced.
They're all one party at this point. And it's not they're not for us.
Well,
It's a joke.
I think there was a loud message sent yesterday, and you may see some changes. I saw Cornyn on TV this morning whining and moaning and, all the money coming in and blah, blah, blah. Ken Paxton's going to kick your ass and then wipe his with you. That's what's going to happen because you're a rhino. You don't get anything done. You're playing the game up there. We're sick of it. And unfortunately, we're stuck with Thune. You wonder if he's looking around wondering, ooh. Why don't you just go ahead and get the SAVE Act done? Grow some balls. Grow some balls, Thune. And think about the people, because it's not just Republicans, it's Democrats too that want voter ID. Save America. Why is that not the highest priority on your checklist of to-do stuff? He's the worst. Mm-hmm. I mean, Cornyn's no winner either. But guys like that have been around forever, they don't seem to give a damn.
No.
So, but I say that with all due respect to Massey, you know, because he's one of the few that has a brand. But we, you know, when look at the insanity. The Democrats in general are wrong about everything, but from one end of that party down to Ilhan Omar and AOC, the squad at the toilet end of their food chain, to more moderates, whatever that, I can't even, who's a moderate Democrat? Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, I guess, could be one. John Fetterman. John Fetterman at the other end of the moderate, reasonable Democrat.
Yep.
But when they need to vote together on something, they do.
Yeah, and we're not able to do that.
And their crackpottery is, we've been inflicted with this. We're still living with Obamacare. Of course, we owe that to John McCain as much as any Democrat. So let's get some things done. And maybe we'll have a happier celebration of our 250th anniversary on July 4th.
Ugh.
Our first call this afternoon is Kyle. You're on with Greg and Pamela.
Hey there.
Hey.
A couple of things I got to say. You know, when the president says it's peanuts, talking about the gas prices, he is correct in saying that, because under Joe Biden in 22, it was $5.07 a gallon average.
Right.
So, you know, in comparison, yeah, it's peanuts. That don't hurt my pocketbook any less.
Right.
You know, I'm in my vehicle most days, and you know, I got a great big vehicle, and it does everything but pass a gas station. And it hurts when you have to. I can't pass the gas prices along to my clients. Because they're not going to be able to pay it. That's just something I have to eat. That's less money that I can get my hands on. So I'm for the president, and I get why, he's going, okay, we'll give you a little more time. Here's what's going to happen. If he didn't give them any more time, then history would go, he went off half-cocked and blew them up, and, you know, this didn't happen and that didn't happen. So he's kind of writing history, and that, okay, we gave your butts a month. You know, we gave you a long, long time on the consideration of your neighbors even saying, okay, this might be good. And then, you know, everybody's going, well, I want a time frame. So the president says the clock's ticking. I'm figuring you're not going to know when it's going to happen. The dadgum island's just going to blow up, you know? So I support the president, but it kind of makes me squirm a little bit now. You know, like I said, if we just stick to the timeline or close to the timeline, that didn't hurt my feelings too bad. Now I'm like, well, I still support him.
I don't want to hear any more languaging like I'm having very good conversations. That means nothing to me.
I don't think their intention in no way is to have anything go other than they're staying the same.
Yeah.
They keep their power.
Right.
They keep their uranium. They build nuclear weapons. Like, that's their goal.
Yeah.
They'll do anything for it. They'll cheat. They'll lie.
And
they're
they're
just stringing us along.
They're the only country on the planet that I think would use it if they had it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely they would. And see what people don't realize, if they use one, the planet's going to be toast. I mean, there's, we saw what happened at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and so yes, it would be detrimental to the globe if in fact they decided if they were able to get one and use it. And there's no doubt in my mind that they would use it. But like you say, I think the conversations, we had a great conversation. Yeah, that does okay the first day or two. But now it's like, well, what does that conversation involve, So anyway, like I said, it's just becoming harder and harder to tolerate, I guess. And then Boone and them, oh my gosh, when was he up for a re-election? We need to vote him out quickly.
Who was that?
Boone.
John Boone.
Oh, Thune. I thought you said Boone. I'm thinking Boone.
No. John Boone, he needs to be voted out yesterday.
And you wonder, did he get the message yesterday? Does Cornyn understand what happened yesterday? It's not your It's not your country club Republican Party anymore. So cut the crap, asshole.
That's right.
Jeez.
That's right. And the thing about it is, like you said, the Democrats want the ID for the voting too. The Democrats want to save America. Mm-hmm. And that's saying something because the Democrats are nutbags. But they get how, okay, we got to have ID or we're going to be a banana republic,
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Hey, how about the Democrat in Texas that wants to put all Zionists in concentration camps? That's not too Hitler-esque. They're always pointing Hitler fingers at Trump and the rest of us, but they're the ones that want to bring back the concentration camp for Zionists.
Right. That blows me away, man.
Thanks, Kyle.
All right, have a good one.
You too. All right, this is really another
Kyle.
Back-to-back Kyles. I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
Well, interesting what you have to say,
Hey.
Kyle.
Hey, I have a question. I think last night sent a good message to the Democrats saying we're not playing around no more. It's over with.
Yeah.
I mean, I was really hoping that AJ was going to be on it, but since he took the head coaching job in Birmingham, I guess it kind of went by the wayside. I was really hoping he would run with, Tommy Tuberville, but I guess that didn't happen. Who's going to replace him if you know the story?
Who's going to replace who?
It was AJ McCarron was going to run with Tuberville. Is it Barry Moore? I think.
Was he going to run for lieutenant governor?
Yeah.
He wasn't on the ballot.
No, he took a coaching job instead.
Oh, probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. He took the job in Birmingham.
Let's get a reaction from Mayor Reed's office on Tuberville's win yesterday. Oh, and by the way, I don't mean to interrupt you, Kyle, but I'm at that age where I got to say things when I remember them. Just being honest. Rich Thomas gets on the flight for his vacation. Rich saves up, and he goes first class. Good for him. I would too. For the third time in these random vacations that Rich takes, guess who's sitting in first class in another seat?
No way.
Again. Yeah, the mayor. Where the hell is he going?
Huh.
And who's paying for it?
Yeah. Who knows?
Kyle, thank you. That was a great call. Can you imagine? Rich, he texted us immediately from the plane. This is the third time
Wow.
that our first-class mayor has been on the same plane as Rich. And what's going on? Maybe there's a big conference. Maybe it's the annual Black Mayors, which sounds awfully racist to me. How about a mayor's conference where everybody, you see, you're all running a town. You all got problems to deal with. Why don't you create a bigger pool an idea pool, so maybe you come home with something that might work instead of more racial blow crap. How about that big rally downtown? AOC, did you hear AOC?
Talking about how the North needs to come down to the South.
Oh, kiss my ass, AOC, and you'd be lucky if you did. She's so full of
She's an idiot.
I know, Lou. Let's take a break, shall we? Because I will need to smoke frequently this afternoon. And like the song says, smoke break.
Hey, hold on.
We are officially back into the summertime weather pattern, and now is when you need Clark's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing more than ever. It's a $180 investment, some of which, maybe more, you'll get back on lowered electric costs, because when Clark's does, you get 2 tune-ups in your home for that price.
Okay.
And they leave your home with an AC unit that's running efficiently. They check all the major components. If you need a repair, you can get it done at a discount on parts and labor. And then they come back when the weather's going into the cool season, so the first time you turn the heat on, your house won't smell like burnt belly button lint. They also employ amazingly talented plumbers that I've used them so many times to solve this crisis or that, big and small. And they're just so good at what they do. And when you're a Clark's Club member, they're available immediately, not tomorrow, not the next day. They're dispatched to address your situation whenever it happens. That's another benefit. That's some peace of mind. You may never have to make the call, but it's nice to know you don't have to worry about who's going to come and help you with any heating, AC, or plumbing problem. And by the way, if you're interested in a new unit for your home, you'll do very well by buying through them, like I did. It paid for itself. The new systems are so energy efficient, so quick to provide the temperature of air that you require. Can't say enough about them. They do the installation and warranty maintenance and everything else. It's a great deal for the consumer. 277-2125 is the number here in the 334, 277-2125. Visit them online at clarkcomfort.com. Their Alabama certification number, should somebody ask, 09098. At 323, we visit Skipper for the first time this afternoon. What's happening?
Well, we have an accident now in Prattville. McQueen Smith at Fairview Avenue, or the old Highway 14. We have some injuries involved in that accident. There's some lane blockage at the intersection. Be careful as you approach. Now, other than that, light to moderate afternoon traffic everywhere else. Looking pretty good all over the area. We will keep you updated. Upgrade your home with Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at AlabamaSheriff'sYouthRanches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
If you're a local business owner doing digital marketing, quick question, are you getting the results you should be? At Blue Water Broadcasting, we see clients every day who thought their digital was working okay until we showed them a more cost-effective way to run their digital. With 7 radio stations and a full suite of digital solutions, we offer everything from search ads and social media to targeted OTT display and more. We don't just run ads, we build strategic campaigns that drive real results. Before you renew another contract, talk to us. Visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
It's now my pleasure to introduce your commencement speaker for the class of 2026, an AI chatbot.
Thank you for allowing me to take over the job of commencement speaker, just as I have taken over the jobs you had hoped for after graduation. I asked myself which occupations will be displaced by me, and the list is far too long to be detailed here. But most of your degrees have been rendered useless. Learn to code, they all said. Well, you might as well have majored in philosophy, where you would have at least pondered the concept of the end of humanity. So, to the class of 2026, for everything you've accomplished to be graduating today, you couldn't have done it without me. Thank you.
A lot of AI stuff happening in college graduations this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in today or yesterday? We had the president of the university decided, let's use AI to announce the student names. And that did not work out very well. Here's the president of the university.
Are you sharing it?
Just give me a second here, Missy. I'll see if I can't fix this right up for you. You actually used to say that, Missy. Yes. In fact, we got some really good clips on a number of different levels. But here's what she had to say when the use of AI to announce the student names was a disaster.
Here's what's happening. We're using a new AI system as our reader. So that is a lesson learned for us.
It didn't feel sincere, and it kind of felt like they didn't care. I would have liked a little bit more thought to go into it rather than pushing something as simple as reading some names off to an AI device.
Yeah, that would have been nice. But there's another clip today because you're a mom. You have given birth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested in your take on this. First of all, this woman was in court because she's got a rap sheet.
Okay.
But having a rap sheet does not prevent pregnancy.
No.
So she's late in term in a Brooklyn courtroom during her arraignment when she pops the baby.
Oh.
Protesters are unhappy that she was handcuffed at the time all of this happened. Listen.
The baby was unfortunately not delivered by the officer. The officer took her pants off and removed the baby who was hanging in the leg of our sweatpants. She completed delivery with her hands behind her back.
Well, women are capable of anything.
I mean, this is standard operating procedure for men or women when you're in an arraignment.
Why wouldn't she say, I'm in active labor? I need to go to the hospital.
Isn't there a process prior to giving birth where you know it's imminent and you can tell somebody that?
Most people know, yes.
Because I'm really not feeling a whole lot of sympathy for her.
I don't know how she ended up in that situation.
And I wonder what happens now if she's going to be going to jail.
Who's this?
It's a drug possession charge, so no doubt they'll probably give her a deal. You promised to go to 12-step meetings, and, well, we'll let you off with a slap on the wrist. Is that Bo?
It is.
Hello, Bo. What do you know?
Good afternoon. Yeah, I got to weigh in on that because I've been watching a lot of these body cam videos lately, and that's a thing that they're doing now is all the women are saying, I'm pregnant, you can't touch me, and it's just but what the bigger problem at hand here is that we've got Sorry, that echo on my phone is distracting me a little bit.
Let me see if this fixes it. Is it gone? Okay.
That we have women that are committing all of these crimes these days, pregnant women at that. You never to see this, and it's just yet another indicator of how we are a civilization in major decline.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and you just can't shove it into reverse either. But this is a woman on a possession charge, obviously pregnant for almost 9 months.
Yeah.
And she's being arraigned. She using drugs late in the pregnancy. That's child endangerment to me. That's
sure
a living baby.
Absolutely
It's despicable. It's despicable. But there was one that we were watching yesterday where she was claiming that she was pregnant, and that seems to be a common theme now. Is that there are far more female offenders than you would ever see before, and them screaming that they are pregnant, and it's sickening. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. I hope y'all are having a great afternoon. I sent you a text just then, Greg, at the same time too, so I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
Oh, somebody been out of shape over. Okay, I'll check that out, Bo. Thanks for letting me know.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
We're off to a good start. See, you're back, and we've already had quite a few calls.
Well, because I commanded everyone to call.
The magic is back.
Come on.
Enjoy it while it lasts. We're putting, finding some really great people to come in and help us. And, of course, our stalwarts like Eddie Bader and Terry Adams. Well,
Yeah.
Terry won't be here Friday. In fact, and I wouldn't mind some feedback on this, I will be here Friday, but I'm thinking of doing mostly stand-up comedy for the whole 3 hours.
Cool.
Let's take a break.
Who doesn't love that?
And we've got literally hundreds of options in that regard. Not the ones you hear all the time. We may play a couple of those if somebody requests them. But in fact, I got a clip when we come back from this next break. I got a clip I think you're really going to get a kick out of. Do you like Looney Tunes cartoons?
I mean, sure, I did as a kid.
Yeah, I love them. They're still funny. Some of them are funnier today than they were when I watched them as a kid. And we've got a comedian. I don't know the guy. I'm not familiar with him, but he did a great job of sort of seeing the obvious with some of the more popular Looney Tunes characters. So we'll have that coming up. Right now, we're going to revisit Skipper and the Traffic Dungeon, Blue Water News with Sky. And then we're back. Greg and Pamela.
Well, we have emergency vehicles on the scene of an accident in Prattville, McQueen Smith Road at Fairview Avenue. That's just down from Long Lewis on Fairview. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. Had some injuries involved in that accident as well. Everywhere else, busy building afternoon traffic. Beginning to see a lot more cars now on the boulevards. I-65 and 85 through Montgomery, Millbrook, and Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. At McKinnon Toyota, you can get a new Toyota 4Runner and finance it as low as 2.9%. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Montgomery police continue to investigate a Monday afternoon shooting that left a person seriously injured. MPD responded to the 3500 block of West Boulevard around 6 p.m. where an unidentified man had been wounded by gunfire. The victim was taken to a local hospital in serious condition. No further details have been made available. Huntsville city leaders have signed off on a $45 million contribution to Redstone Arsenal. The funding will help pave the way for the permanent Space Command headquarters. The first group of Space Command personnel is already in Huntsville, and more than 200 employees are expected to relocate to the Rocket City by the end of this year. Prattville High School's broadcast media team has qualified to compete at the National Leadership and Skills Conference. The class will be competing for a national title in Atlanta later this summer. Prattville High School is currently raising money to cover the cost of travel, uniforms, and other expenses needed for the trip. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
Before you commit to that plumbing repair or upgrade, get a second opinion from Headley Plumbing. Our estimate could save you thousands. We do it all: residential, commercial, and septic tank service, serving the entire river region. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the river region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
When it comes to your mortgage, who you work with matters. And this is one decision where local makes all the difference. Don't fall victim to flashy mailers, spam calls, or 1-800-lenders who don't even know your name, much less your neighborhood. Those lenders are often sitting in some faraway state, reading from a script, and chasing volume, not relationships. A local lender understands the market you live in, or should I say that we live in. At Alabama Home Mortgage, you can look at us in the eye and trust us with one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Local lenders don't disappear after closing day. Our reputation is built right here, one family at a time. So before you pick up the phone and call a stranger, remember us, Kim Williams and Madeline Cannon at Alabama Home Mortgage. You deserve guidance from someone who knows the community because they're a part of it. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Alabama weather will never fail to surprise you. Our lawns hardly get a chance to have any downtime. This year, save the hard work and aggravation and call Alabama Lawns, the River Region's leader in weed control and fertilization services. What makes Alabama Lawns the River Region's best? It's the people. They have the experience, education, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Ask your neighbors. Alabama Lawns has been the Montgomery Advertiser's Reader's Choice Award winner 14 years in a row. The Alabama Lawn staff is made up of long-term employees and agronomy graduates, and the staff at Alabama Lawns attend annual continuing education classes. It pays to have someone that knows southern grass types and how to keep them green and flourishing. Call Alabama Lawns today at 272-7171 and let them show you real value in lawn maintenance service. Alabama Lawns, the company with black trucks and green lawns.
We know the businesses that keep our communities moving. We walk the same streets, shop the same stores, and support the same local families. Janney King franchise owners take pride in caring for the places they keep our hometown strong. With dependable service, attention to detail, and commitment to doing the things the right way, more businesses are choosing Janney King as their trusted local cleaning partner. Visit JanneyKingCleans.com today.
Janney King, the king of clean.
Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, whatever you require, call Lou Quire.
With the seasons changing, your HVAC system is working overtime. Call Lou Quire today to schedule a tune-up with one of their expert technicians to keep your system running efficiently and reliably. Keep your home comfortable all season long. 24-hour emergency service available. License number 22154.
Call Lou Quire right now.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you got a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
By the way, I just received a shirtless text from Rich Thomas, and there is rain in the area, so I went outside, and guess what? A little sprinkle going on here. For the next day or two.
Rich Thomas weather.
It's just May, but it's a forecast that sounds more like July. A few random pop-up storms into the evening hours before they fade out. Overnight low temperature down to about 70. And then no surprises. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right on through the Memorial Day weekend through Monday. A mixture of sun and clouds each day. Highs mostly in the upper 80s. Lows at night around 70. And scattered pop-up random showers and storms mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Typical summertime forecast. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? ASE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now, the unsung hero of the day. Here's to you, Mr. Grill Master of Wieners. This Memorial Day weekend, it's your time to shine and light things and slow cook them, all while holding a beer in one hand and a pair of tongs in the other. Nobody can handle 20 pounds of wieners and pork ribs like you. You're the daddy-o of the patio. So put on your King of the Grill apron and get rip-roaring drunk, all while grilling meats and playing with fire. So grill on, Mr. Master of Wieners. Grill on. You're our unsung hero of the day.
Hey, there is a bit of an art to properly grilling a wiener or any other piece of meat.
Totally.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Breaking news, the movie Maven will join us at 4:35.
Yay!
I am so happy about that. Are you watching Euphoria?
No. It's so trashy to me.
Well, yeah.
And this show started out when they were teenagers and they were just all doing drugs and disgusting stuff, and I just, ugh. It gives me the ick.
I just asked because there's a rumor, because personally, I would never look at this, but Sydney.
I've seen a lot of clips from it on my TikTok.
This week's
by
big
force.
excitement was Sydney Sweeney with a python.
Oh, that's cool. I like snakes.
I
Britney Spears did it first, though.
You're right. I'm not a snake handler.
No.
I don't. Where's the feet? I don't understand how they can just move without legs or feet, and that kind of gives me the willies.
I get that.
It does not make me a sissy or any other similar word. Hey, another good thing: the crap pile has really had a chance to grow.
It really has. So let's get to it.
We have got, a lot of stuff to cover that we hadn't had a chance to get to over the last couple of days. And anything else that you want to talk about at 334-272-9228. This story cracked me up when I saw the headline. I laughed, but I absolutely believe they're going to try and do this.
What?
California is exploring the idea of high-speed buses that can go 140 miles an hour in their regular traffic. They're not building rails or a special conveyance.
Oh.
High-speed buses.
Is Keanu Reeves driving?
That's funny. I think one of the late-night comics, oh, no, we don't have those anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think Colbert's show ends tonight.
Oh, really?
I don't know who he's got on. I don't care.
No,
Bye-bye.
I can't tell you the last time I watched.
Go back and slip under the rock of obscurity. You haven't been funny in years.
Mm-hmm.
Late-night entertainment with people like Adam Schiff. That's why you're losing your job, jackass. So get over your mental illness because you'll have plenty of time to work on it. This high-speed buses. Look at how well they did with the $23 billion they spent.
A bus going that fast would be so scary.
Honest to God.
Oh, my gosh.
With a train, and especially high-speed trains, they've got magnet systems in place.
Right.
So it's not going to jump off the track.
There's some control mechanisms.
Yes.
It's not just, oh, gosh.
But
I don't know if it would be scarier with a driver or without a driver.
Did you see that clip out of Atlanta, the Waymo cars? There's some glitch in the system, and they're all going to this one cul-de-sac. It's like a never-ending parade.
That's so funny.
Amazing stuff. Is your daily coffee habit making you more tired?
Ooh, probably. I've really cut back.
So I have too.
I pretty much just have one coffee a day now. I do have the addiction where I'll get a headache if I don't have my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, that's the withdrawal.
So I've got to have the coffee. But it probably is. Probably is.
I'm glad I brought you a refreshing.
I know.
Diet
I needed
Coke.
some caffeine.
Do I get credit for that, by the way,
Of course.
as a guy? Because even though I knew it was 2 days away, I made sure I had ice in that cooler and a 16-ounce bottle of.
You are a very considerate man.
a half-liter bottle from Food Outlet, where you'll get the best price on all Coke products, I should say. And because I wanted you to have that, I wanted to make you happy.
You're very considerate. I appreciate it.
I'm smiling because I like hearing good things about me. I actually should have done a better job organizing this crap pile. By the way, the House has overwhelmingly passed a Trump-backed bill to restrict companies like BlackRock from buying up single-family homes. Good. They got control of enough stuff already. I watched a long documentary on, and it's scary how deeply embedded
yeah.
into everything they are.
It is really scary. I tried not to think about it too much because it does make me want to just fake my death and go escape in the woods.
Yeah.
And just live off grid.
Yeah. By the way, one of the
bush crafting.
One of the storylines that keeps happening around the Massey defeat and some of the others, including that lunatic rep in Texas who wants to put all Zionists.
Is that James Tellerico?
No,
It's not him?
he is one of the Democrats in Texas that disowned this woman.
Oh, okay.
Said she does not belong
Good.
representing people. But they're blaming Israel for Thomas Massey's defeat. I'm sorry, I'm not buying into any of that.
Really?
I'm not buying into the fact that Benjamin. In fact, there's one of the top stories this afternoon.
Oh, okay, good.
Netanyahu furious after phone call with Trump, hair on fire. So Trump must have told him something he didn't like. I'm not buying that Netanyahu has Trump under some kind of a spell, or that Israel is the real power in this country. I can't get on it, but you're always welcome to try and convince me.
I kind of have questions about that. I'm
It's
not
good to
gonna
question.
lie.
It's good to question.
I question everything now. That's
But you see, we know that tons, literally tons, of money from Muslim nations was funneled into, especially the second term of Barack Hussein Obama.
mm-hmm.
And no, but you see, he was sanctified. So pish tush, said the media. There's nothing to see here. They ignored it like they do anything else they don't want you to know. Let's see. As we continue to... Wow, some of this stuff is kind of old.
Like what? Why are you,
Oh,
why
we
are
do
you
have an
still
update on
carrying
the story
it
that-
around?
I'm busy.
Mm.
See, at the end of the show here, well, there is no excuse after this show because the next show is pre-recorded. It's not in the studio. But after 3 hours, I just scoop everything up that I haven't thrown away and take it with me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the crap pile grows.
Mm-hmm.
You have a dog?
No.
How often should you walk your dog? See, this is the kind of stuff that ends up here.
A lot more than people do, probably.
Veterinarians say most adult dogs need 1 or 2 a day, somewhere between 30 and 90 minutes.
And it depends on the breed.
Yeah. Like my grandson, Easy, in New Orleans. He loves to walk, and I love walking him because he's such a joyous dog, and he's, he has a very positive effect on my mental state.
A lot of people here keep their dogs outside, though, and the dogs, have free reign to run around and mosey around their yard or their land or whatever.
The next
And
door
that's-
neighbor dog has found a hole, and he likes coming into our yard.
Oh.
But He's real sweet. He's a shepherd.
Okay.
Shepherds generally roll one or two ways. When I was 10 years old, on Lincoln's birthday, no less, I got mauled by a German shepherd.
Ooh, scary.
And it took a year and a half for those scars to go away.
Mm.
Bit through my little kid dungarees
Oh.
with razor sharp teeth. And for years, when I was walking through neighborhoods, I would go way out of my way if I knew there was a chance of a large dog that might get loose. You just don't ever want to go through that a second time. Got a lot of bonus random facts. I wonder if Jay would get pissed off if we did some of those. Here's a theory. Again, this is good crap pile material.
Mm-hmm.
If they put decimal points on speed limit signs, would people slow down? In other words, they would change the road speed limit to 17.3 miles an hour or 62 and a half.
Huh.
The thinking.
No.
It's not for major roads. It's for thoroughfares and side streets that get traveled and where there's a lot of speeding.
I think I have seen like maybe a road leading into a school or one of those little cut through roads that's like in between in a business park or something that has a decimal point in the speed limit. It's like 13.8 miles per hour or something.
Yeah.
And it was so random. And I was like, what is up with that?
It's been tested in a couple of areas where they're reluctant to put speed bumps in. I mean, the street I live on would be a great place to try this. Because I get really ticked when I see somebody. It's really like one lane.
I don't like when people speed through residential areas
No.
or
No.
around school buses or things like that. That really irritates me.
How about some slang words from 1954?
Yes, please.
Man, I got the societal norms that people are ditching in 2026.
Okay. All of them?
We have
hopefully?
that. Women are debating, are men who play video games a turnoff?
Yes.
See, I know I'm going to
where's
get
the debate.
Yeah. I can see that. It's not me. And unfortunately, the things I know that turn women on are things I can't do, like play a guitar or sing. Can't do that. So, and really, when you're trying to create an intimate environment, it's not like you can seduce somebody saying, hey, let me do a weather forecast for you.
I think the guys who pull out a guitar to try to like entice girls
Yeah.
are super cheesy.
It
like
is cheesy.
if you're at a party or a bonfire or something and somebody's like, let me pull my guitar out of my truck, play a few songs.
I've seen that.
I think my eyes roll back in my head the furthest ever when somebody does that. I think it's so cheesy and performative. Can't stand it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you think of something offhand that would impress you? If a guy pulling out a guitar at a gathering and your eyes roll back in your head, what would be the opposite? What could a guy do that would pique your interest?
Talk to me alone. Say something funny. Not try to impress a whole bunch of people. Not cast a net and try to catch anybody.
I try to be the life of the party.
Right. I mean, some people just naturally are the life of the party.
Yeah.
But that's a genuine thing. I think the guitar playing, to try to be like John Mayer is just cheesy.
Oh, John Mayer, yeah. Where'd he go? He was,
I
when
don't
I
know.
first came to Alabama, he was like it. And
Yeah, he's a really good musician and singer. He's good.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not questioning
genuinely
that.
good.
But the phenomenon that was
Yeah.
around him seems to have died off.
It has. Yeah.
Here's
well,
something.
people listen to stuff like Sexy Red now. Ugh.
Here's something from the crap pile that might be interesting. Idaho record breaker snaps 84 toothpicks in 1 minute on a Disney cruise. But that was
Wait,
another
what?
thing. Before I get to this,
Stacks?
the same day, did you hear about the like 28 Disney cruise workers got arrested for child porn?
Yes.
That story didn't get a lot of mileage, did it?
Of course not. It's Disney.
It's Disney, yeah. It pays to be owned by a big broadcasting company and entertainment complex. The man who tries to break a world record every week on YouTube attempted the world record for most cocktail sticks snapped in a minute. But this time he tried to break the record while at sea on a family Disney cruise. His name is David Rush. Let's give this a listen and see if it's worth it. And yeah, we're sharing this page.
This was supposed to be a family vacation, but somehow I ended up putting on a show. We were on a 15-day Disney cruise in the middle of the Pacific. I should probably break a world record. I'd already broken the 1-minute cocktail stick record before, so I knew the technique. There were passengers watching. I had timers, witnesses. The ship had its own juggler. Even he wanted to help me out. We counted it down. 3, 2, 1, go. And I went. I started snapping as fast as I could, trying to stay in rhythm. Stick after stick after stick for the full minute. When it ended, I had snapped 84. The previous record was 58. My name is David Rush, and I try to break a world record every week.
All right, with somebody like that, let's say you're at a gathering or a party, and he say, hey, hang with me because I'm about to break the world record for the most cocktail sticks snapped in 1 minute. Is that...
Who even thinks of doing that?
That's a good question. Normally I would answer...
That's so random.
Normally, I would answer with PWNBT, and that's the group I call People With Nothing Better to Do.
Yeah, see, when I was a kid, I think my sister or brother got one of those Guinness World Record books at a book fair. Remember, the book fair at the school was a big deal.
I used to read that. You just go to a random section and see some of them.
I could see if it's his shtick on YouTube where he like knows all these random world records that he could feasibly try to break. I could see, thinking that's entertaining if it's his thing. But if it was just some random person who's like, let me try to break all these cocktail sticks, I'm going to break the world record, I would be like, why? Okay, why?
Yeah, because it's a world record in the Guinness book that he thinks he can break. I guess that's the deal. Interested in a story about a police department that had to investigate the theft of hot dogs.
Excuse me.
In
where?
Canada, eh?
Oh.
Alberta Royal Canadian Mounted Police officers responded to a theft report involving barbecue goods on this past Monday and discovered an unusual suspect. They were searching for someone described as having red hair, short in stature, and wearing a thick coat. After a brief investigation, officers found a red fox, not that red fox, the guy who made this line famous.
Shut up, dummy.
They shared a photo on social media showing the thieving fox caught with the evidence. He had a mouthful of hot dogs. The suspect was released without conditions and a full belly.
I like animal stories like that. That's funny.
We used to do a segment on the morning show called Animal Stories.
So cute.
Should I bring it back?
Yeah.
I'll set that aside.
That's cute.
Headline, you don't need to refrigerate your ketchup.
What? Even after you open it?
I've always known this. Ketchup has so many preservatives. And by the way, tomatoes are one of the things that help prevent cancer. So using ketchup on a regular basis is your ticket to better health.
Okay. Start putting ketchup on your eggs, people. Live a long time.
A professor of food science said, I store my tomato ketchup in the cupboard next to the barbecue sauce. It's high in acid, so microbes die off quicker at room temperature compared to the refrigerator.
What? Barbecue sauce
Let me ask you this.
in the cupboard too?
Yeah.
What?
Pack Worcestershire sauce, all that kind of stuff.
What?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's taken up valuable space on my fridge door.
All right. Now, there's one person in particular that needs to hear this. There are a few other foods you should never refrigerate. Bread gets stale quicker in the fridge.
And it doesn't mold anyway unless you buy real bread. If you're getting it off the shelf at the grocery store, it's probably not going to mold.
Honey crystallizes into a rock-hard mess.
That's true.
And coffee can absorb moisture to make some pretty funky fridge odors.
Ew.
Foods like nuts, whole grain flour, and jarred pesto actually last longer in the fridge because heat and oxygen can make them go bad faster. This is why we call it the crap pile, because this is little odds and ends things. Sometimes
Love it, though.
a thing like the ketchup refrigerate it or don't. I mean,
I never knew.
I think it depends on whether you like a French fry dipped in cool ketchup as opposed to room temperature ketchup.
Ooh, like I said, put ketchup on your eggs. I do not like how cold the ketchup is when I put it on my hot scrambled eggs. So now I can leave it in the cupboard.
And yeah,
and
I'm
it'll
one of those
be
people.
warm
Last week, after the morning show, I had a package of 8 sausage patties purchased at Food Outlet. And they don't take long to grill, so I did them perfectly in the frying pan. I did about 3 eggs over easy. I made sourdough toast. Perfect breakfast. But I had ketchup with the sausage. And I don't mind it if it brushes the egg. But some people get really crazy about that.
I love eggs and ketchup.
But
if it's scrambled eggs or like an omelet, I like it.
Room temperature or refrigerated, it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of preference. Wow, we have... How do you describe this last hour?
What a bunch of crap!
Okay. but we're admittedly going through the crap. I've got to get to this and reduce it. We've already had enough election stuff to last us forever. And later this hour, some viewing suggestions coming your way from the movie maven, of all people,
Yay.
who normally gives us viewing suggestions here on this show. That shouldn't be a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Not after 2 years. Montgomery Men's Health would like to send a message to guys who, in fact, may be dreading time off. There may be expectations, and you don't know if you're going to be able to meet those expectations with all that free time. I get it. I understand it. They understand it. Guys tend to think that they're the only one of all the men on the earth that are dealing with a problem. But it could be bigger than an issue involving ED or PE. It could be just low energy. It could be poor sleep, always feeling fatigued. Could be inexplicable weight gain. We know when we're overdoing it, but if you're gaining weight for no obvious reason, this could be a low testosterone issue, easily fixed at Montgomery Men's Health. But to find out how to fix it, they got to know the number. And that's a $99 test that can totally change your life. Not just in terms of sexual health, but overall well-being. That's why this thing is critical. This is why thousands of guys have finally set the ego aside or whatever their voice in their head is saying and gone there and taken the test and gotten well. And yes, they address issues like ED, but there are options out there that don't include pills that are very effective that can help restore your confidence. You feel like yourself again. You know, time takes a toll. These things happen for a lot of reasons, but this is one that's easily correctable. To make the appointment, call 334-440-3663, or you can visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com and book the appointment there, MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Traffic is brought to you by Dillon Rings. Dillon Rings has great watches and beautiful rings. Or have Josh design a piece of jewelry for you. Shop Dillon Rings now at 119 Brown Springs Road. And check them out on Facebook.
I'm going to go check the ring. Skipper's already found a few problems. Where are they?
We have a couple of accidents in the Montgomery area. East-South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. Minor accident there. Atlanta Highway at Techna Center Drive. Got an accident at the intersection there right at I-85. And if you're coming inbound to Montgomery on I-85 southbound, right around mile marker 20, just past Shorter, we have a big backup, an accident there, possible lane blockage. Very busy all over the area. Keep it here. We will keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, you can save up to $6,000 off Pathfinders and up to $5,000 on roads. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
Leanne Morgan, the Time of Our Lives tour.
My children went to a small Christian school in Knoxville, and the girl that worked front desk was Jeannie, who's a good friend of mine. And I dropped my little children off that morning. And I came back that afternoon, and Jeannie saw me walk in, and she grabbed her chest and said, "Oh my gosh, Leanne, how are you walking?" She said, "Maggie said you had surgery today." I said, "Jeannie, I got my IUD replaced."
Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Due to demand, third show added July 26th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. Thomas Massie, a Republican congressman from Kentucky, has lost his primary bid for re-election. Massie was known for his independent voting and willingness to oppose President Trump. He opposed the president's tax cuts and military actions. Massie lost to Ed Gallrain, a former Navy SEAL handpicked by the president. Authorities say the two teenagers who shot and killed 3 people in an attack on a California mosque had been radicalized online when they first met. Police are calling it a hate crime. The stock market bounced back after pressure eased on Wall Street from the bond market, and oil prices gave back some of their big gains. The S&P 500 climbed 1.1%. The Dow added 1.3%. The NASDAQ composite rallied 1.5%. This is SRN News.
How many times are you going to walk into that outdated bathroom and think, I really need a bathroom makeover? Stop putting it off and transform your bathroom and your life in as little as one day with a beautiful, affordable shower makeover from Jacuzzi Bath Remodel. Choose from custom designs tailored to your budget and style, including safety-focused features for beauty and peace of mind.
I've had a great experience from start to finish. The crew that came in, they were so professional. This looks like a marble, beautiful, new shower, and it was done all in one day.
Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Call now to schedule your free design consultation and quote. Call 800-384-3305. That's 800-384-3305. 800-384-3305. With purchase and installation.
It's happy hour. Gather around. Greg and Pamela break it all down. Talking politics and the whacked out world. Every headline makes the chaos swirl.
It's time for a smoke break.
David drops in Monday and Thursday on Happy Hour. Master Thespian steals Tuesday spotlight on Happy Hour. Eddie stops by on Friday with some snacks on Happy Hour. Laugh a little louder while the whole world twirls. Hanging out in the chat will change your world on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour. Oh, on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour.
On Happy Hour.
My favorite part is the smoke break. I mean, I do enjoy doing the show. On News Talk 93.1 FM, weird. Rich has been talking about isolated showers, maybe even a thunder shower, and we had a very healthy one here. But when I was outside checking traffic, I looked down Carmichael Road and it was dry. So it's real hit and miss stuff. But it's out there. In fact, let me take a look at the Live in Fear Doppler now.
What's your last name, Steve?
And I can tell you more accurately later this hour. The movie Maven with some
Can you hear me?
viewing suggestions for you. I love it when
What's
she
your
and
last name?
Pamela get to chit-chat. These are like little micro dots, but there's a whole bunch of them. So you may or may not get a very brief period of heavy rain. Do you like the way I did that? Let's see. What word is catsup? I don't acknowledge that word. Mac? Catsup. Has anybody ever said that? That's why, by the way, one of those cute little kid words when they're learning to speak, Paschetti,
Okay.
And ketchup
I'll talk to him.
is what it was to Janelle when she first began speaking.
That was a listener.
Oh.
I'll talk to you off air after.
That sounds ominous.
It's not.
Then why am I feeling
It's
ominous?
just something hopefully we can help with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We like to help people.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for years. From the crap pile.
Yes.
We're post-election mode now. We're going to take a little bit of a breath. I would say most of our audience feels pretty good about yesterday's results, although I was surprised. No clear winner. Lieutenant Governor, but I got to wait till Pamela's back from the phone. Before I tell it, while I'm doing that, let me thank Adams Drugs for continuing to push me a step closer to, for 2 weeks. 3. It'll be 3 on Friday. Dealing with sinusitis, congestion.
I'll have them play it again so we can hear it.
And thanks to them,
Okay.
the prescriptions, the over-the-counter solutions they've offered, I'm at about 85%, which is a whole lot better. And so hats off, a salute to my group. That's at the Adams Drugs. By the way, I found out something at adamsdrugs.net. You can order the butt paste online now.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
I just noticed that on their website today. Your hometown pharmacy with people that really care to take the time to build a relationship with you and provide you the best in customer service. Folks who deliver, folks who can put together a vitamin program for you, who always have time to answer questions about prescriptions or help you find not all over-the-counter solutions are the same. It's always, if you're not sure, it's always good to ask one of the staff to help you make that decision. 12 locations, 4 of which have health clinics for flu shots and things of that nature. Visit adamsdrugs.net to find the one nursed you. Now.
Can we have a conversation about ketchup for a second?
Yes.
Is it a Midwestern thing to call it catsup?
No, I never called it catsup.
Where is it called catsup?
I don't know. You know, when it was first invented, it was invented as a medicine.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jay just did that on Random Facts a couple of days ago on the morning show. But I'll tell you what, I don't know what medicinal value it may have, but it sure is great on a cheeseburger and some perfectly crispy French fries. All right, going back to the crap pile, the accumulation of content. Raul Castro indicted. Good. I don't know what that means, what we'll be able to do. But maybe, just maybe, there'll be a change in Cuba. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And a tip on travel. A friend of mine told me about this. He had been using Hotels.com or Expedia, or they're all owned by the same guy, I think.
Probably.
I think there's 6 different online.
Booking, Expedia,
Yeah.
Kayak, Hotels.com.
Most of them are all owned by this one company. Or
Of course they are, because they all have the same model. Why would he let anybody else use it when it's so successful?
So he was looking to book a room and not happy with the rates he was getting. We'll beat anybody's rate. He said it was all BS. So instead, he just called the hotel that he wanted to book directly.
$229.
And they gave him a rate that was $100 better than any of the online sites. Keep that in mind if you're looking to book a room. You may want to just call the hotel you want to stay at and see what
Okay.
they can do for you over the phone. Passing that along.
Ooh, okay.
The best and worst affordable travel destinations in the U.S., analyzing 100 of the largest metro areas across 41 key indicators, including stuff like price of flights, local costs, number of attractions, pools, weather, safety, and the number of beer gardens per capita.
Mm.
And they said Atlanta was number 1.
Wait, I missed some of this because I was on the phone. What was it?
This is affordable travel destinations in the U.S.
Okay.
Atlanta was number 1, Orlando second, followed by Austin, Texas, Washington, D.C., really, Honolulu, Tampa,
What?
Philadelphia, Salt Lake City, Cincinnati, and Richmond, Virginia.
Honolulu's up there? How?
Yeah. I mean, are these the worst or the best? Let me see. I'm not responsible for the person. All right, it says the worst area to visit is Ventura County, California, just north of L.A. An area that includes Thousand Oaks, where Britney Spears has her 20-acre estate.
Yeah.
Hidalgo County in southern Texas was second worst, followed by Lansing, Michigan.
What?
Nobody goes to Lansing, Michigan for
Right.
a vacation. Although I did go on a road trip with the rock group Styx. Styx! When I worked for them. Did I ever tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long since I've seen you, I can't remember what I've said and what I haven't. Yeah, they did a gig in Lansing, so we drove from Chicago to Lansing. We stayed, I think it was the same Holiday Inn that Keith Moon of The Who drove a car into the hotel pool.
Oh.
Yeah, we like doing it. We like going to places where weird things happen.
Uh-huh.
On the way back, the interstate goes along the southern edge of Lake Michigan, and it was me, the two Panazzo brothers, Tommy Shaw, and the road manager in one big sedan, and all of a sudden a seagull flew into the windshield.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, instantly, explosion of feathers and blood, and of course,
Yeah, we know what happens. We've seen Fabio get hit by one.
right in the face.
Yeah.
And it actually cracked the windshield. So
Yeah.
we drove all the way back with
Wow.
cracking feathers on the windshield. Not crack the drug, crack the crack.
Right.
As in, let me demonstrate.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird when something like that happens. You always think birds aren't that stupid. you know,
Right.
to go flying face first into an automobile.
Right.
But we were actually lucky we stayed in control of the car.
Yeah.
Why did I bring that up? Oh,
Michigan.
we also stayed, when we went to L.A., the Continental Hotel on Sunset Boulevard was the place for rock and roll bands to go.
Yeah, didn't you say somebody was riding like motorbikes in the hallway or something?
We went there 3 weeks after Led Zeppelin, and it was a national news story. This is what rock bands did, like Grand Funk. We proceeded to tear that hotel down. They took motorcycles up to the 9th floor and literally rode them at speeds that had them on the walls.
That's awesome.
So when we checked in, JY from the band wanted to go up there and see the damage. They also set it on fire.
Oh.
Ended up costing them about $250,000 to pay for all the repairs. But I'm telling you, you hear about something like that, but when you see what they actually did, it's pretty wild stuff. The other memorable thing about that, I'm riding up the elevator with JY, and he taps me on my leg, and I look at him. I'm in the middle of 3 people on this elevator, and he's motioning with his head to look to the right, look to the right. And there's a black gentleman there wearing sunglasses. He gets off at a different floor, and when the door closed, he says, "Didn't you recognize that guy? That was Richard Pryor." I said, "Well, I didn't want to turn my head and look like a, stupid tourist." How did it get to be 4:18 already? We got some catching up to do, Lucy. And we're going to do that right now. Let me fish up here a traffic update from Skipper. We've got Rich's forecast. And at 4:35, we'll have the Movie Maven with some viewing suggestions in case you're just going to hang around this weekend and look for something new to watch. What's happening?
Well, we have an accident on Atlanta Highway at Techna Center Drive. That accident occurred right around 3:14. They've been there over an hour waiting on emergency units to arrive. Doesn't appear that anyone is injured, but they are sitting there, so watch out for them. Also, narrow lane at East-South Boulevard. We had an accident there earlier, and if you're headed inbound to Montgomery on I-85 southbound, we had an accident a couple of miles past Shorter. Back up in traffic there. Be safe. We will keep you updated. Trentham State introducing the Ford Track Automotive Program, preparing students to become a certified Ford Automotive Service Technician. Go to trenthamstate.edu for more information. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love. without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
From weddings and concerts to cookouts and construction sites, TT Porta Toilets has been serving Central Alabama for over 30 years. Whether you need standard portable toilets with wash stations or upscale restroom trailers for special events, the Tierce family has the right solution for every occasion. So when you're planning your next big event or project, make it easy on yourself. Call 285-5513 or visit ttportatoilet.com. TT Porta Toilets. Clean, convenient, dependable.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. The 5 things to do when you're considering selling your home. Number 1, get a realtor to evaluate your home and that will make suggestions on updates needed for your home, painting suggestions, and staging tips to highlight your home. Number 2, along with the evaluation of the house, you need an updated market analysis that compares your house to other houses for sale and those that have sold. Number 3, do a walk around your own home to see what you could do to improve the curb appeal to potential buyers. Since research tells us that 8 out of 10 home buyers choose the house that they view based on the curb appeal of the home. Number 4, review online the houses that have sold in your neighborhood to see how yours compares with the ones that buyers have chosen. Number 5, if possible, use a CRS certified realtor in your marketplace. For other details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883 or 551-0225.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
It's just May, but it's a forecast that sounds more like July. A few random pop-up storms into the evening hours before they fade out. Overnight low temperature down to about 70. And then no surprises. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right on through the Memorial Day weekend through Monday. A mixture of sun and clouds each day. Highs mostly in the upper 80s. Lows at night around 70. And scattered pop-up random showers and storms mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Typical summertime forecast. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now, Mom Thoughts.
Does Memorial Day mean we can wear white pants again? I really can't wait to see exactly what I sit in.
This has been Mom Thoughts.
That is one of the dangers of white pants. And is it cool to wear white pants after Memorial Day? What's the thing you're not supposed to wear?
They do say no white pants after Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Summertime is the time to wear them, but I think people should wear what they want whenever they want.
Hey, can we check the afternoon baseball scores?
Sure.
This is pathetic. I just think there might be a chance the Yankees are playing. They've been driving me nuts lately. So let's take a quick look here. Braves, Marlins, Giants. No, they're tonight. Okay. I can worry about that later.
Auburn's playing tonight.
Baseball?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you watch that? Are those games televised?
Yeah, they're on ESPN, maybe SEC now.
Because Auburn does have
it's the
consistently
SEC
good
tournament
baseball.
right now.
Pardon?
It's the SEC tournament right now.
Oh, so for the College World Series
Mhm.
in Omaha,
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska.
Yep.
All right, we already answered this question. Men who play video games are a turnoff.
Yeah.
I can tell from the face you made that.
Just I have a history there, and it's yeah.
Okay.
I guess, I mean, maybe if a girl is into playing and they play together, but, or if it's very casual, but I know the ones who do it like it's a full-time job, not for me.
Societal norms that people are ditching in 2026. Some examples. I no longer eat 3 meals a day at standard times. Now I just eat when I'm actually hungry without calling it a specific name. As a rule of thumb, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Eat when you're hungry. Because if you do it at a time and you're not really hungry, you're probably overeating.
Right.
I'm not a doctor. I'm just a hawk show toast in Montgomery, Alabama, but that makes sense to me. We're not having an expensive wedding. We bought a house instead.
See, that makes sense.
Priorities. No problem there. My husband and I have separate bedrooms, and we have for years. We get the best sleep that way.
I wouldn't, but I can see why someone would.
How would you like to live with me? I mean, I'm asking rhetorically, of course.
Right. Your schedule is just crazy.
It starts out at 3:30, and I got to use the laptop, and I got to run the tub, and make coffee, and all kinds of stuff. I have to smoke.
Right. I can see that.
It can be challenging. I'm very much a man, and I sit when I pee. This is a societal norm breaker. Why? Because I stand all day, and that's my time.
I don't think that's a big deal. I can see. I mean, especially like if you get up in the middle of the night and you're tired. I love that I get to sit down to pee all the time.
Well, I think the benefit to society in general is that guys that do sit down, they ain't going to miss the bowl.
Right. And a lot of guys do.
Oh, we joke about this. I think there are men that go and get circumcised at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Because they
What
come
is
back
the
with a
deal?
garden nozzle on the end and it goes everywhere.
What's the deal?
It's very gauche. Slang words from 1954 expressed some interest in this as we continue to plunge through the clock. Terms that fizzled out long ago. Cool Jonah was a slang for a well-dressed kid. Cool Jonah.
Cool Jonah.
This is before my time even. George meant money.
Like a...
Spooning your scarf meant eating your food.
Okay, I think these are made up.
Double bubble meant a cute girl.
Well...
Isn't that a bubble gum? Isn't there
Yeah.
a double bubble?
Uh-huh.
Best dad from Baghdad was a guy who thinks he's tough. A fluky is a jerk. If you're at the movies, it's called a heckle-thon. And a flip lip is a person who makes wisecracks. Well, that's the only one so far that
I don't think any of these were really like caught on.
no, they're long gone. That was a waste of time, sorry.
Mm.
But I was accused of being flip as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
We did the dog, heroic jump. Just in case you do something bad and you need to confess, don't do it to ChatGPT because you can get arrested, as this kid in Missouri did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stole a car.
You have no privacy on your phone, people.
None. They're listening, maybe using AI, but they're listening to everything you say. And TSA is, I don't think Rich Thomas packed one of these, but TSA is challenging travelers to bring as many rotisserie chickens on the plane as you can.
What?
It's been 20 years since the TSA launched its confusing 311 liquids rule, another knee-jerk security response, which limited travelers to 3.4 ounces of liquid per container, with those containers fitting within 1 quart-sized clear bag per customer. But why? So you can't take a protein shake that's over 3.4 ounces, at least in one container, but in a viral social media post, the TSA notes that if your protein is a concern, pack a rotisserie chicken, or 12. Wouldn't that create rotisserie chickens?
Because you can bring food. But do you have to buy it in the airport? You can't bring it through TSA.
I don't know. It says they're challenging people to bring these things. In addition, if you want to have some fun, the TSA has a thing online that says, "What can I bring?" And a few things that are allowed: whole watermelons, live lobsters in a clear, sealed, spill-proof container, live fish in water, frozen breast milk and ice packs in any quantity, whole pies and cakes, cremated remains in a screenable container, and bowling balls and bowling pins.
Interesting.
Man, it makes no sense. All right, we're at 4:30. The Movie Maven is coming up in a few minutes with some viewing options for you. Right now, let's check in with Skipper and get 1819 News in. Then Rich.
Well, after an hour, we finally had some police on the scene of the accident at Atlanta Highway at Techno Center Drive. They're trying to wrap that one up. Could still be on the scene. East South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. Use caution there. And they are still dealing with an accident on I-85 southbound. This is just a couple of miles past Shorter. There was some lane blockage there. We are very busy all over the area this afternoon. Keep it here for updates. Is that cute puppy leaving presents all over your house? Call Vicky at Invisible Fence and ask about their indoor systems. Problem solved. 334-265-2585. Buckle up with Jim Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
1819 News.
A district judge has dismissed a residency challenge within the Republican Senate primary on the day of primary voting. Ken McFeeters has been running in this primary against Tommy Tuberville, and he has been challenging Tuberville's residency here in the state of Alabama, and therefore Tuberville's qualification to run to be governor. McFeeters first filed his complaint against Tuberville within the executive committee of the Alabama Republican Party. That committee did not proceed any further with McFeeters' complaint. He then took it to the Covington County District Court. On Tuesday, ALGOP attorneys told the judge that residency requirements for candidates are determined by political parties, not judicial courts. District Judge Charles Short did hear arguments from McFeeters and the evidence that he presented in his case before the judge then granted the ALGOP's motion to dismiss. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness License Plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
A large drug bust occurred in Huntsville with action being taken from the North Alabama Drug Task Force. One man is now facing drug trafficking charges after 1 kilogram of fentanyl was seized by that task force. The arrest of 45-year-old Michael Fitz comes after a month-long investigation was launched into drug trafficking in that area. A preliminary hearing in Mobile has resulted in evidence now going to a grand jury regarding manslaughter charges for a fatal fentanyl overdose. Luke Ball of Theodore is being charged with causing that overdose back in September of last year. A grand jury will now consider whether or not to indict Ball. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQBar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQBar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
It's just May, but it's a forecast that sounds more like July. A few random pop-up storms into the evening hours before they fade out. Overnight low temperature down to about 70. And then no surprises. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right on through the Memorial Day weekend through Monday. A mixture of sun and clouds each day. Highs mostly in the upper 80s. Lows at night around 70. And scattered pop-up random showers and storms mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Typical summertime forecast. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
It's time for the Movie Maven and Miss Murray's Movie Minute, brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax, refresh, renew with AMS Studios, 95 Lightwood Road in Deatsville. AMSStudioMedspa.com, and the phone number is
782-9711.
782-9711. We now welcome the one and only Ellen Murray. Good afternoon.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Thanks for changing times today
Hey.
so Pamela could be part of the
No
conversation.
problem.
And congratulations on finally seeing Apollo 13.
This was not my first time seeing it. I saw it a long time ago, and I thought in the spirit of all the space adventuring that's going on, I should watch it again.
Recently, one of the people honored here in town at the Gathering of Eagles, he wasn't able to attend, but was Fred Hayes, who flew the orbiter around the moon, or was scheduled to, and then never got that chance. And then
That's super cool.
they booked him on a later Apollo flight to go back, and they canceled the program after Apollo 17, so he lost out on that. Still plays well, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's got a good amount of suspense, and I, put aside my dislike for Tom Hanks and enjoyed his performance even.
I know. Something. I actually had thoughts. Suppose while he was in the space capsule, he suddenly had the same experience he did in the movie Big, and started to outgrow it. Weird stuff like that. How about a show on Prime called Night Manager?
So this is what I'm giving a try. I've had a lot of people recommend it to me, and so I've watched one episode. It's kind of a espionage spy thriller during some war. Gosh, I should know. It's some kind of revolution in Egypt. Anyway, as you can tell, all the details stuck with me because I loved it. No, but I really did think it was good. Tom Hiddleston plays this night manager at a hotel, and there's a woman that he's helping out, and then there's a death, and we have to figure it out. So I'll keep trying it.
Brilliant Minds, the story of the 3 Men and a Dog morning show, right?
Exactly.
Who's
now,
in
this
that?
one, I just discovered it. The star is Zachary Quinto, who I'm sure he's been in a lot of things, but the only thing I can think of that he was in was Heroes back in the day. And he plays like a neuro doctor who studies patients who have like weird anomalies in their mind. Like this one mother has a surgery to fix her seizures and ends up not recognizing her children anymore. It's super weird stuff like that. And he goes in and figures out how to fix these people's brains to make them normal again. And the reason I found out about this show, because I saw the 3rd season was canceled, so they've only done 2 seasons and they're not going to do a new one. And I was like, why would they cancel this show? Maybe it was good. So I gave it a try, and I really like it. So I'll keep watching that one, too.
Hey, can we talk about Euphoria?
Sure.
Sure. Are you caught up, Pamela?
No, I haven't watched it since the first season.
Oh, okay. Well, I just watch them as they come out, and I notice that every single time there's a new episode, there's tons of people on the internet that have something to complain about. Ooh, Sydney Sweeney's too sexy. She's being demoralized.
There's no such thing
For
as
one
too
thing,
sexy.
she's getting paid like $750 to $1 million per episode to flash her body, and she's not hurting at all. If she didn't want to do it, she wouldn't do it.
Well,
Second of all,
I've done my research, and I heard about the scene. Yes. And that scene in one of the episodes where Sydney Sweeney, in a state of almost complete nudity, walks up to a skyscraper and hugs it, and her bosoms come bursting through the side of the building, and she's naked. I was horrified.
I think they probably use aesthetics or prosthetics.
That's probably true. And there's that whole 50-foot woman thing I found out is a fetish that men have. They want to be like smothered.
I
between a
can
woman's
tell
breasts.
you 100% it is a fetish
you would
that men have.
Some men.
I can tell you. I have been told.
I watched that scene 15 times, and it didn't do anything for me.
No, some men really have it. A guy told me one time that he wishes that he could go in my pocket, and I could wear him around in my pocket all day, every day.
Weird.
100%.
Oh my God.
Wow. Hey, but
Thank goodness I'm just a normal size and nobody's ever offered me something like that. Not that you're abnormally
Count
sized,
your
Joe, I
blessings.
just mean-
well, one thing for sure, they're talking about it and watching it. Now, you have some things that you checked out and didn't care for. What shows were those?
Well, I told you I was going to check out SNL UK. With the first episode was hosted by Tina Fey, who's obviously not British, but she was like bringing the SNL to the UK. Every single skit was so cringe and terrible, and maybe it gets better. I don't know. I know Brits have a different kind of humor, but there was way too many like pedophile jokes, and it wasn't funny, and it was just awful.
Wow.
Don't bother.
Yeah, I saw a couple of skits that made it to YouTube somehow, and not funny. And no cast member that looked like they could be the next.
I haven't seen anything from it.
I would have settled for Will Ferrell, but it was generally really just dumb.
Oh, it's bad.
What is Pop Culture Jeopardy?
I told her to watch this.
I know. Pamela told me to watch this the other day, and I feel bad saying I didn't like it, but the reason is because I can get fewer answers right than I can on regular Jeopardy.
What? I'm shocked.
Well, I stopped paying. Like, I don't know who sings what songs that are popular now. Like, I couldn't name more than one song that Britney Spears does or anything like that because I don't care about young pop culture. I'm just an old lady now, and, like, I care about stuff that was cool when I was young.
There were lots of things about modern, I don't know, like, teen shows or, like, sitcoms that are on right now or in the last few years, and music where I'm like, who are these people? I didn't know either.
Too much really young pop culture and not enough of the stuff that I knew. And plus, I don't really like the 3-person to a team format, and they get to make up their name like it's pub trivia. I mean, there's some things I like about that because I used to be a big pub trivia player.
I love pub
every
trivia.
week, without a doubt.
Yes.
Jay Quillen loves
what
that
was
too.
What was your trivia team name?
Oh, gosh. It was always changing. I can't think of any of them right now.
But
they were always clever and fun.
I always had the same one.
I was at Auburn University, so I had like all these grad students on my team, so we knew everything when we put us all together.
I love that.
We're down to our last minute of time because Brant McDonald will be joining us after we talk to you.
Okay.
But you were the one that introduced us to my favorite movie critic, The Critical Drinker, on YouTube. And he's got a new episode out, which I cannot wait to watch. He not only does individual movies and stuff, but some theme commentaries. And he's very funny, very well written. And this new one is about Will Smith. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I just thought that it's out today. But the Crash and Burn series is different than some of his just attacking movies ones. But like he did one on Blake Lively, and he did one on Rachel Ziegler. So this one on Will Smith should be pretty good because he used to be like the hottest movie star out there. And add Jada to the picture, he crashed and burned. So I'm curious what Drinker has to say about it.
Well, we all remember the infamous, to Chris Rock, which was classless and stupid. And I did watch The Critical Drinker when he did the one on Rachel Ziegler, and that was just a brilliant masterpiece of teardown and destruction.
Yeah, he does it only on people that you love to hate, so that's good. Although I don't hate Will Smith, I just feel sorry for him.
Well, I'm really glad that you had a chance to join us early so we could engage Pamela in the conversation today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
And we will talk to you again soon, maybe with some weekend viewing options, perhaps Friday.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Miss Murray.
All right, bye.
Okay, we got a quick traffic update coming, and then hopefully Brett McDonald.
Well, we believe our earlier accidents have all cleared at this point, but we do have a new one now. Fire department responding to an accident. East South Boulevard at Narrow Lane Road. That's our second accident there today. And we had an accident earlier on I-85 southbound, a couple of miles past Shorter on your way into Montgomery. There was some lane blockage earlier. They could still be on the scene there. Please be safe. We will keep you updated. Davis Door and Sash is your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6020. Buckle up with the Jay Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
One of the things you missed out, we have a new restaurant we're working with, Smoky Notes.
I have heard.
And went over there last week and sampled some of the food at lunchtime, and everything from the starters to the main courses is really, really good. And I think we haven't put it in cement yet. By that I mean locked it down. But a week from tomorrow, Thursday night next week, it's in, for those of you who aren't familiar with the area, if you remember the It'll Do Tavern on Eastern Boulevard, it's near Lagoon Park. Plenty of parking. And if you love barbecue, they have more sauces than I've ever seen. But and on the starters,
share it.
Boudin, you know what? I can't.
Oh, okay.
It won't because it's on a document and not on a website. Otherwise, I would be delighted to do that. Smoky Notes. The menu includes. Where do you start? Smash burgers, brisket melt. That sounds awesome. They've got a Monte Cristo. I love those. Pulled pork or chicken, turkey brisket, smoked wings with twists, potato twists, tenders with potato twists. There's 5 things in that category alone that I would love to try. And I tried the sides. This is the first place. I mean, they have potato salad. Their baked beans are great. The mac and cheese is got an Alfredo-based sauce, and it's out of this world. But they have cabbage.
I heard you talk about that. I love cabbage too.
I do too. And nobody ever has it, but they do. Their sauces and dressing include barbecue, extra hot, mild buffalo, their house homemade buffalo sauce, white sauce, lemon pepper, jerk sauce, which is an island thing. Got to get our boss over there to try that because he is an expert on that. Honey mustard and more. And they have a kids menu too, so it's family friendly. They've redecorated that building, so it's got a brand new look and an incredible menu. And we hope you'll join us there a week from tomorrow. Stop by and see Smoky Notes Tavern and Dining Establishment. Every cut starts with smoke. It's their signature note, and I may take another look at that as we get deeper into the show. I want people to try this. Nice folks, new owners, and we would like to see them succeed, and we thank them for giving us a chance to help them do that. All right, where are we at? Brant will not be able to join us. It's crazy there, but here's the good news on the market day. Let me show you what I've learned from Mr. McDonald over all this time. With the market, people put their money where their beliefs are, where their confidence is. The Dow today went up a total of 646 points and is back over 50,000. Every single index, look at that on my phone, they're all green. That's good. So whatever is happening, Iran has been the big template for what happens in the daily market, and it was a high confidence day today. It may have also been green because of the election results last night, because there was a reaffirmation of Trump's presidency in a lot of those elections. So, and the market likes stability. So if you have questions about planning your financial future, maybe you're interested in getting into Elon Musk's new company when the IPO is out, whatever it is, the people to talk to about this and other plans, with no hard sell. That's Invista Advisors, 387-0094. But it was a good day on the market. And for the most part, I think a lot of our listeners were pretty happy with the way elections went yesterday. And you must try, when we get you there, the Boudin balls.
Mm-hmm.
Those are extraordinary. I brought those in for Eddie and our Friday afternoon crew.
Yeah.
Brisket's really good. Now I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what's new on there. Let me just take a look at, in case I missed something. You know, I'm trying to keep up with the headlines here. Let's see. Soros Group sent 109 buses of paid agitators to the Montgomery, Alabama protest.
Wow.
Of course they were, and I told you I would play that AOC clip. And I'm going to try something when I do this. Hang on, I'm navigating all of this live on the radio, but that's the way we roll here.
Whose talk is this?
Sometimes it doesn't sound all that smooth, but
Yeah.
it's radio. That's why we do what we do. See if we can find
Hold on.
the big mouse from the rally. Yeah, I mean, you could tell just from the...
Can we take Soldier Boy while you are finding that?
Yes, we can. Hey, Soldier Boy.
Hey.
I see you're multitasking, Greg.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I was reading in the state of Washington, they just passed it in the state legislature. They're going to raise the minimum wage to like $24, $25 an hour minimum wage in the state of Washington.
Phew.
Yeah.
You know what Walmart came out and said, two things are going to happen. A, we're going to leave the entire state of Washington, or we just have to go up on our prices with everything, and that $25 didn't mean anything.
Yeah. They just don't get it because they're all socialists. They've never made a buck or produced a dollar on their own. They go from college into politics. They have no understanding or concept of how businesses work. They just see that certain corporations gross these giant dollars and they can assume, well, they can pay for this, and they can't.
Well, what about mom and pop stores?
Yeah, what are they supposed to do?
My gosh.
Hey, Greg, can you do me a favor? Can you tell MEMA, our governor, next time to temporarily waive the gas tax until this gets over with?
Yeah, I'm surprised that our wonderful Congress has not done the same. Yeah, they should be doing that because this is a war-caused crisis. This is not Joe Biden's incompetence that had gas prices at this level, which a lot of people seem to have forgotten about. Thanks for the call. This is what I was telling you about. I'm going to post that story. 109 buses chartered by George Soros for the big No Kings rally in Montgomery. How nice of them to choose us. So let's see if I can make this happen the way I tried to do it the other day and failed. All right.
Here I come to save the day.
Are you sharing it?
Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right.
You know, this,
Mighty Mouse will
I think we're ready for some.
on the beat or on
All right, I have to refresh the screen. It'll be a minute. Just like last time. All right, let's hear it.
Because it is not a coincidence, and our whole country must understand that it was not until voting rights were ratified in this country that we got the Great Society. Because when black Americans have the right to vote and their vote is counted, our schools get funded. When voting rights are protected, healthcare gets expanded.
My skin is moving on its own like a snake.
Our country moves forward.
And she's standing behind you. See this? That's bulletproof glass.
She's a
Feed one
clown.
another.
That's her circus.
Alabama is the crucible.
And what does it say? It's about us.
Georgia is the
No, it's
crucible.
not.
Tennessee,
It's about
Louisiana,
you.
Mississippi is the
And everybody
crucible.
else is there. Crazy
So
people
if you
like Cory
are not
Booger.
from here,
And
it is time to pull up.
I don't know if Hakeem, the communist
Because
Jeffries,
what they thought
was there.
was
That
the
guy
final blow
looks more
is
psycho
actually
every
just
time I
the
see him on
opening
TV.
silo.
And if the Democrats manage to take back the House, he's going to be the speaker. I can't wait for that. Another topic from the crap pile. What's the craziest non-sexual thing you've done in the buff? Some of the answers on the thread included painting a room, scuba diving, riding a horse,
Ooh.
swimming in the Everglades. I would never do that.
No,
No. Here's a guy who lost a bet and had to fry bacon nude.
Oh, gosh.
He says it was a very real life lesson. Oh, speaking of painting a room naked. Yesterday during the show, at random, we get a phone call, and it's young Boozer, who won handily Republican nomination for state treasurer yesterday. And you know why he called? He wanted to compliment Scott Bowers.
Oh, really?
Because he had hired Scott to do a project for him and was that's a given. He is the best. His outcomes. He did my outdoor patio 5 years ago. He always says in his message he uses quality materials. Guess what? That looks like it was painted 2 weeks ago. Still, it just holds up very well, especially with the Alabama heat and humidity. But I was thrilled to get a call from him yesterday.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I did vote for him yesterday. Also went to a group that was at the polling place for another candidate. I think it was for Ag Commissioner. And I said, look, I voted for you, but the commercial you made for your campaign was the worst I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said, if you move on to the next step, please do something better.
Yeah, and you will get written off very quickly if your ad lands wrong with people.
This one definitely did. I mean, I just at random heard a lot. This is why I've missed our Wednesdays at Baumhauer's, and we are going to be doing Baumhauer's in Millbrook.
Okay, awesome.
Don't know the precise date yet, but we will know soon. Probably have an announcement after Memorial Day on that.
Nice.
In the meantime, we are going to do a listener gathering at our new friends at Smoky Notes, which is right near Lagoon Park on Eastern Boulevard, and some of the most awesome barbecue options. One of those places where you'll go and
I haven't been to a barbecue joint in a while.
Oh, it may take you some time to decide exactly what you want. So we're looking forward to that. And it was great to have you back this afternoon.
It was great to be back.
When will we see you again? A week from today?
Probably.
Okay. You let me know.
I will.
All right. It's 4:57 on News Talk 93.1 FM. That means we got to go back to the traffic. Now, we have another hour left, and we'll have time for calls or more crap pile material or breaking news when it happens. CNN to LA mayor, you promised to end homelessness. No, she grew it rather expansively. That's going to be fun to watch, to see if Spencer Pratt and his, have you seen those? Those are amazing because he's taking no prisoners in his videos, and I would love to see him win that election. But
with the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott. The stock market bounced back after pressure eased on Wall Street from the bond market, and oil prices gave back some of their big gains. The S&P 500 climbed 1.1%, its first rise in 4 days. The index not far from the all-time high it set last week. The Dow added 1.3%, and the Nasdaq Composite rallied 1.5%. Stocks got a lift from easing yields in the bond market, which halted their recent climbs on worries about inflation. The yield on the 10-year Treasury fell back below 4.60%. The Dow gained 645 points today to close at 50,009. The Nasdaq was also up, gaining 399 points to 26,270. The S&P 500 added 79 to 7432. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott.
Well, we believe our earlier accidents have all cleared at this point, but we do have a new one now. Fire department responding to an accident. East-South Boulevard at Narrow Lane Road. That's our second accident there today. And we had an accident earlier on I-85 southbound, a couple of miles past Shorter on your way into Montgomery. There was some lane blockage earlier. They could still be on the scene there. Please be safe. We will keep you updated. Davis Door and Sash is your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6020. Buckle up with Jay Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever laughed threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Bonbon pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Montgomery Men's Health said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Montgomery Men's Health was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual urologist and providers that take the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Montgomery Men's Health, making it happen.
And now, Mom Thoughts.
Does Memorial Day mean we can wear white pants again? I really can't wait to see exactly what I sit in.
This has been Mom Thoughts.
Hello everyone, Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Monday. Memorial Day is
Monday.
The official, unofficial
start of summer. It's a day to celebrate freedom.
The freedom to barbecue.
On a supercharged propane-fueled master flame. 3,000.
And the freedom to drink beer.
And it better be American beer.
On Monday. Memorial Day.
Monday.
There's a whole seat for you at the picnic table.
But you only need the edge.
It's all happening on Monday.
Monday.
Memorial Day, Monday.
Be there.
Be there. Be there. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free.
At E-Bike Oasis, we're more than just Montgomery's best electric bicycle store. E-Bike Oasis offers free 1-hour electric bicycle rentals and a full-service electric bike repair shop. Stop by E-Bike Oasis in Montgomery today for free rentals, repairs, and electric bicycle brands in town.
Trust is the #1 reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the #1 pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of health care you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Unofficial start of summer. It's a day to celebrate freedom. The freedom to barbecue. On a supercharged propane-fueled Master Flame. 3,000. And the freedom to drink beer. And it better be American beer. On Monday. Memorial Day. There's a whole seat for you at the picnic table. But you only need the edge. It's all happening on Monday. Memorial Day, Monday. Be there.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
It's your 505.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters. In Washington, federal prosecutors have announced charges against former Cuban President Raul Castro in the 1996 downing of civilian planes operated by Miami-based exiles. The announcement was made Wednesday as the Trump administration escalated pressure on the socialist government. The indictment was related to Castro's alleged role in the shoot-down of 2 small planes operated by the exile group Brothers to the Rescue. The U.S. military says it boarded an Iranian-flagged commercial oil tanker in the Gulf of Oman that was suspected of trying to violate the American blockade. U.S. Central Command said that the MT Celestial Sea was searched and redirected after being suspected of trying to head to an Iranian port. On Wall Street, the Dow by 645 points. This is SRN News.
Progressive presents Perfectly Bad Excuses for Missing Stuff to Spend More Time on Your Motorcycle.
Hey, Tom. Gonna miss the 5K. Gotta organize my vitamins. A, B, C. There's so many. D.
Now that was a bad excuse. If you love your vehicle this much, get customized coverage from Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-550-7800. That's 800-550-7800. Call now to find out how much your case could be worth.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states. Not available in California.
Real men of genius.
Real men of genius.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Not Ready for Memorial Day.
Mr. Not Ready for Memorial Day.
Very soon, you'll be required to put on a swimsuit and parade your 230-pound beer and nacho storage facility around the lake.
Haven't lost my winter fat.
As you frolic in the water, it occurs to everyone that with a couple of nipple rings, you could serve as a human boat dock.
Everyone ashore now.
You're not just providing shade for sunbathers. Let's face it, the last time something blocked out this much sun, the dinosaurs disappeared.
Tyrannosaurus Rex now.
So go ahead, see if your 1,000-pound ass can influence the tide. Do a cannonball and force the entire state to live in FEMA trailers. Because after all, sooner or later, the Coast Guard will lure you out to sea with whale song.
Mr. Not Ready for Memorial Day.
It's electric. Mr. Electric presents the most electrifying story of the day. For service, installation, and upfront pricing, call Mr. Electric at 245-1566. Here with today's high voltage news, it's Greg Budell.
And it comes from Yellowhammer News. And I mean, yes, electrifying, but surprise, not really. The protests against redistricting that were held in our town over the weekend, George Soros's fingerprints were all over that event. I can now tell you that left-wing activists showed up to the capital city Saturday for, quote, all roads lead to the South rally. That was clever. Speakers there, including AOC and other reprobates and mental patients, took turns calling state leaders racist. Someday we'll run down a list of all the people who like to use that term, who are married, who are people of color but are married to white women, men and women. Rather interesting contradiction, don't you think? Riders were bused. Check this out. And it wasn't a huge turnout. Riders were bused from Oregon, Ohio, and points across the country. The National Progressive Coalition's lead coordinator has been bankrolled by George Soros to the tune of $7.61 million. The organizers weren't shy about what was going on, bragging about every number. We have over 109 buses scheduled to come. Black Votes Matter co-founder Latasha Brown told Channel 12. Buses, she said, from Oregon, from Ohio, and from more than a dozen of the 57 states. The entire operation had been thrown together in a matter of 6 days. Well, the turnout. The new map will likely result in Representative Shamari Figures being thrown out of Congress, which is not acceptable to the leftists. Well, too bad. Ironically, he won that group and we were forced to redistrict against our will. So if he's that good and he's got something to say, he'll find another seat, right? Because maybe it's time, instead of beating the same old tired drum about oppression and all this bullcrap, you'll come up with ideas that might make the country better for everybody and not just you. That's the one thing that's really never... And then when somebody does break that barrier, like Byron Donalds, you ignore him like he's some kind of a freak. And in a way, I guess he is. Sad. Just so sad. But status of these conditions today, thank a Democrat. They're the ones that came up with that stupid bill to begin with 50 years ago, knowing it was wholly unconstitutional. 511. I posted, by the way, that story is on my Facebook page, and I also posted the website for Smoky Notes, the barbecue place, one of our new sponsors, and we are planning on having a listener event there Thursday next week after Memorial Day. A lot of folks have already left town, so we hope you come and join us. All the information you need is right there on Facebook. Rich is... I haven't received any meal pictures from him. Let me just check. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm mistaken. No, nothing new from him. But Mark Cumby says he does enjoy R.J. Decker. And that's one of the shows that Movie Maven has turned us on to, and it is pretty good. Very Florida man-ish. And, okay, all right. Since it's 5:12 already, because time flies when you're having fun, let's get Rich in for his forecast, and then we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You buy Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
Rich Thomas weather.
It's just May, but it's a forecast that sounds more like July. A few random pop-up storms into the evening hours before they fade out. Overnight low temperature down to about 70. And then no surprises. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right on through the Memorial Day weekend through Monday. A mixture of sun and clouds each day. Highs mostly in the upper 80s. Lows at night around 70. And scattered pop-up random showers and storms mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Typical summertime forecast. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, this could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
And this is a painting of my grandfather, the only one he ever had made.
Sometime, take a close look around your house.
This sewing machine was my Aunt Mary's.
If you have possessions that are irreplaceable, consider this. Each year, over 65,000 American homes suffer a fire due to an electrical problem. Are our possessions safe? To know for sure, call Crosby Electric, your exclusive provider of CurrentSafe, the world's foremost home diagnostic system. Using high-tech equipment, Crosby Electric will check your hidden wiring, panel box, light switches, and electrical outlets to pinpoint potential problems and make sure your things are safe.
Oh, my daughter's second grade art project. I'd die if something happened to this.
Some things can't be replaced by insurance. Don't wait another day. Call 272-2085 for an in-home no-obligation assessment or visit crosbyelectric.com. Don't just think it's safe. Know it's safe.
Now you'll be safe with CurrentSafe.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Dedicating this to Cory Booker and his friend Akeem. Soros spent all that money sending all those people from out of state to here for a rally that was poorly attended and made no difference whatsoever in yesterday's outcome. Try working on ideas. You got to come up with something better than Trump is the orange man and all the other beazle schmears that you keep spewing. Try an idea. You know, something that would work for everybody and not just your donors or your crackpot constituents. Jeff Bezos, you know, this whole thing, we've talked at great length. We're not seeing just a few people. We're seeing seismic changes in our population centers and states because people are voting with their feet. Now, we all know that New York is going to elect Democrats because that's all they have left there. Anybody with a brain or who wants to hang on to their own money is leaving because all they want to do is keep taxing and taxing and taxing. And all these taxes, by the way, are passed by people very few have ever produced a dollar on their own, who have stimulated the economy with some brilliant mastermind business idea. Now, there are Republicans that can make that claim, but AOC, freaking bartender. So Jeff Bezos, you know, and count Amazon, based in Seattle, and maybe not for much longer. Have you seen Seattle's mayor How do you look at that woman and then say, yeah, I'd like to vote for her. She's a total space cadet, lived in her mother's basement until she was 30. And some other Democrats, when she was told that Starbucks, big company, was leaving Seattle, her reaction to that was, bye. Not keeping in mind that your new tax idea is the reason they're going and taking the jobs with them. Who's going to replace that? You think some other stupid company is going to come in and say, hey, I like the way the state of Washington and the city of Seattle treats its productive citizens. They're just so damn dumb. Now Jeff Bezos in on it. He blasted Mayor Zohran Mamdani for casting billionaire Ken Griffin as a villain. In a bizarre video, Mamdani filmed outside his Manhattan apartment announcing a new predator tax last month. The Amazon honcho ripped the 34-year-old Democratic socialist mayor for demonizing Griffin and filming outside the Citadel, his home, in this viral video. So you can tell I'm doing this without glasses. Where the hell did they go? This is off the phone, so I need the help. Sorry about that. And these glasses aren't very cool. Ken Griffin isn't a villain, Bezos told CNBC during a Wednesday sit-down. He hasn't hurt anybody. He's not hurting New York. In fact, quite the opposite. And so that piece of it isn't right, and there was no reason for Mamdani to do that. The billionaire, however, said he was fine with city officials slapping the luxury fee on properties worth more than $5 million across the Big Apple. On one hand, it's perfectly fine to have a policy debate about whether you want to have a pied-à-terre tax, Bezos said before ripping into Mamdani for the video stunt. He stressed that policy debates don't need to include finger-pointing. Mamdani sparked backlash from business owners and city leaders after he posted the April 15th clip that used the hedge fund mogul's record-setting $238 million Midtown penthouse as a backdrop to celebrate a proposed tax on luxury second homes. Mamdani is the guy that Obama said should be the Northern Star for the Democratic Party, and I hope they follow his advice. Griffin slammed the mayor, who campaigned with a goal of taxing the rich, because they all steal that money, right? They don't, as AOC pointed out, because she's another mastermind economist. You can't earn $1 billion, she said. Anyway, Griffin told the mayor his video was creepy and later blamed the stunt for expanding Citadel's operations to Florida instead of New York. So there you go, Mamdani. That's great. He also threatened to scrap a $6 billion Park Avenue development. That's a lot of jobs, creating a $6 billion complex. Bezos also scorched Mamdani for pouring a record $43 billion into public schools, claiming the Big Apple spends 30% more per student, about $44,000, than other major cities like Chicago, LA, and Boston, despite mediocre test results and plummeting enrollment. The Blue Origin founder added that the mayor's heavily regulated housing policy is counterproductive, claiming soaring rent prices are driven by government intervention. It's so true. Big government fixes. Why do people keep believing that big government is the answer? Try freedom and liberty and letting the market decide. Might be a better option. 5:23. Let's see how the afternoon commute's going. Skipper.
Well, our latest accident is on East South Boulevard at Narrow Lane. That's our second accident there this afternoon. Fire department is working that one. Everywhere else, busy building afternoon traffic. Interstates, boulevards, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. Get $1,000 customer cash on Camrys at McKinnon Toyota. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
If you're tired of average meals and rush dining, come see us. Epicure and Jack's Tavern offers wet-aged steaks cut in-house, scratch-made lunches, unbeatable beer buckets, and unforgettable dinners. This is food made with pride and served with heart. We invite you to come visit soon at 2060 Downing Street in Millbrook. Epicure and Jack's Tavern. You'll taste the difference.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
At Blue Water Broadcasting, we believe great advertising starts with relationships. That's why so many local business owners trust us, not just for radio, but for digital too. If you're already running digital advertising and you're not seeing results, it may be time to explore your options. Our team takes the time to understand your business, then builds custom campaigns using a multi-channel conversion-focused approach. So whether it's digital display, social media, or you need help increasing your online presence, Blue Water Broadcasting can help. Before your next campaign, let's have a conversation. Visit BlueWaterBroadcasting.com.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Some of you who have small children may have perhaps been put in the embarrassing position of being unable to do your child's arithmetic homework because of the current revolution in mathematics teaching known as the new math. So as a public service here tonight, I thought I would offer a brief lesson in the new math tonight. We're going to cover subtraction. This is the first room I've worked for a while. It didn't have a blackboard, so we will have to make do with more primitive visual aids, as they say in the ad biz. Consider the following subtraction problem, which I will put up here. 342 minus 173. Now, remember how we used to do that. 3 from 2 is 9, carry the 1, and if you're under 35 or went to a private school, you say 7 from 3 is 6, but if you're over 35 and went to a public school, you say 8 from 4 is 6. And carry the 1, so we have 169. But in the new approach, as you know, the important thing is to understand what you're doing rather than to get the right answer. Here's how they do it now. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place. Now that's really 4 tens, so you make it 3 tens, regroup, and you change a 10 to 10 ones, and you add them to the 2 and get 12, and you take away 3, that's 9. Is that clear? Now instead of 4 in the tens place, you've got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 10 to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so you look in the hundreds place. From the 3, you then use 1 to make 10 ones, and you know why 4 plus minus 1 plus 10 is 14 minus 1, because addition is commutative, right? And so you got 13 tens, and you take away 7, and that leaves 5. Well, 6, actually, but the idea is the important thing.
You remember that Common Core? I mean, that was a real hot topic for a long time, and then it kind of vanished. I don't know if they're still pushing that in the schools or what, but was not a fan. In fact, I had a conversation with Meemaw at Dirk's one Saturday morning about it. She got rather passionate, and I respect that. We didn't have an argument. I just didn't like it. I learned math the old-fashioned way. When they started putting letters with numbers, that's when I got confused. I think that's algebra. You'll never guess in a million billion years of evolution who is on line 1 at the moment. Jay Quellen. God, you're good. Hey.
Hi.
What's happening in your world? I'm so glad you called.
So many things.
Yes?
I'm just exhausted, but I needed to call and tell you that I'm able to come Friday morning.
Oh, that is so awesome. I no longer have to dread Friday except for the afternoon show.
I'm already tired thinking about it, but I will be there.
Well, you know, if you want to come a little bit later, that's fine.
No, I'll do it.
This is awfully, I mean, because you just did it not that many weeks ago when Rich was attending that conference, that weather conference.
No, it's fine. As long as I can. The problem is I don't mind doing it at all. It's just, getting the kids where they need to be when they need to be there. That's my biggest hurdle. So, but all is well.
What, did you get anything amazing for your birthday?
Oh God, I feel like that's been so long ago, even though it really wasn't.
No.
I got wonderful cards from my kids, like homemade cards.
That's the best.
I got a new Cricut from my mom to do crafty things. I got new beach chairs and a beach tent for my beach vacation.
Cool.
I'm trying to think what else I got. I got a lot of really personable, just gifts from friends that kind of knew me. I got some really cute, just knick-knacky things for my office, just funny, cheeky things that, But I went to dinner with some of my friends, and just a very chill birthday, which was nice.
I have even been tempted to call people that you and I know mutually for ideas.
You are not getting me anything. Well, we're going to dinner Friday night.
Yes.
So we're celebrating Friday night with, friends, because my birthday always falls around Mother's Day and Lola's dance recitals and everything else, so it just makes it a very busy time of year. So we're doing it this Friday. Do not get me anything. Your presence alone is what I want. That's what I wanted for my birthday, is just to have a nice meal with friends.
Now, I love it and appreciate it when people say, all I want is you. But should I buy into this?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It's coming from me. I would tell you.
Well, at least I can give you back all of your the things that
bring me
you
my crock pot.
your
That's
crock
all I
pot
need.
and your glass Tupperware with the lid.
Because if you want meatballs for Memorial Day, I'm going to have the crock pot.
Hey, we have a new restaurant.
Just chimed in and goes, meatballs?
We have a new restaurant with us in the afternoon called Smoky Notes. It's near,
My most favorite barbecue place in town.
yeah.
Okay, let me tell you, unsolicited promo here.
Okay.
By far, top 5 barbecue I've ever had in my whole life.
Awesome.
And I would eat there every day if my non-gallbladder stomach could handle it. It is so good, Greg.
Yeah,
Have
no,
you
I-
eaten there yet?
I did a sample. We're going to have a listener gathering there a week from Thursday.
I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, their food is absolutely delicious. I have tried almost everything on the menu because, we'll go and people will order the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you'll just try a bite of it. Everything there is good. Like, there is nothing there that I have tried that I have been like, I probably wouldn't order that again.
You know,
It is so good.
everything I tried was excellent, including the boudin balls. But the one thing I got a kick out of, it's the only restaurant I know that has cabbage available as
And
a
it's
side.
delicious.
It's awesome, yes.
And I'm not a huge cabbage fan, but I went with my office manager, my Amy.
Yes.
And Amy ordered the cabbage, and I, snubbed my nose a little bit because I was like, of all these delicious options, you picked the cabbage. I went back and ordered my own side of cabbage because it was that good. Their mac and cheese is delicious.
Yeah, it's got an Alfredo
potato
base.
legend. Oh, you're making me want smoky notes for dinner.
Yeah,
It is so good.
I'm feeling it too. Yeah, really
Their
good.
beef
So,
brisket is a 10 out of 10.
I am
out of
so
10.
glad you called. Oh, by the way, do you know who won that judicial race in Elmore County for place 5?
Okay, there's a runoff
Oh,
between Brad Ekdahl and Carol Carter. And there's also a runoff in Autauga County with the sheriff's race.
oh, really?
Mark Harrell and Ty Thompson. So
I saw that Auburn elected, or Lee County elected a new sheriff
Yeah,
for the first time in 30 years.
that's a little bit of a shakeup. Yeah, there's some drama there. I mean, that was kind of not not expected, but good for them. Yeah, no, locally, so we're going to have a runoff. I would encourage everybody to go vote. The hardest part about an election, runoff is getting people back out there to vote, getting your supporters back out there to do it. And it's so incredibly important in this race. And if anybody has any questions about either candidate, I'm happy to give you my personal and professional opinion because I work with both of these individuals. But yeah, there's a runoff in the judicial place 5 seat.
Yeah, I was also surprised that, the people running to take Tommy Tuberville's place, you got a runoff with Barry Moore and who's the other one? The guy.
Is it Steve Marshall?
No, I was shocked.
No.
I like Steve. But I liked everybody in that race.
Yeah. I'm more concerned, my little stint in politics. I've really learned that the local politics is so much more important than the state. I mean, don't get me wrong, statewide is definitely important. But, our local elections mean so incredibly much to us, and people just overlook them, and they only worry about the big elections when it's the small elections that get you.
For all the complaining we hear about Stephen Reed, we have to remember that
they elected him.
But with only 30% turnout, 35% turnout, that's pathetic.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's why these runoffs are so important because, if you don't go out and vote, then the person that may not be the best person for the job, but might be the most popular with their friends because they get their friends to go out and vote. I mean, it only takes one vote. You got to win. Get out there and vote because you can't complain about it if you didn't vote.
True.
That's how I feel.
True.
But I've just noticed the local elections is where it starts. And if you get the right people in these positions, then great. But if you don't, then it doesn't matter what happens at the state or the federal level. It happens what happens in your county, and then that trickles over into the state and then to the federal government. So
all politics are local.
Worry about home, and people aren't, and that's scary. But I'm really interested to see how this Autauga County Sheriff's race pans out. That's going to be interesting.
I didn't hear much about that during the run-up to Election Day. So, yeah, we can at least take a closer focus on some of these local runoff elections.
I hope you do, because we really do need to get people out there and vote. Both of these elections are very important to our area, to our 19th Circuit. So your Elmore, Autauga, Chilton counties. It's important. And you should care. Do your research. Ask people that are in the community. Ask lawyers, judges, people that work with law enforcement.
Yeah. By the way, poll just in, Trump hits record 61% disapproval. Let me ask you this. I think a lot of that is frustration over the gas prices and this ongoing stalemate because it's not happening on the time frame that he had first suggested. I think if we can get that situation reversed, those numbers will improve. Yeah,
but it didn't seem to hurt. It didn't seem to hurt a lot of his candidates in the primary elections.
No, that was the big news yesterday. Yeah, there's people that are mad about the war and mad about the high gas prices.
Not mad enough to vote Democrat.
No. And do you think they're paying attention to that? They're not. They're not. They're absolutely not.
No.
The Democrats.
They're not.
They're crazy.
All right, well, let me go. My second shift with the kids has started, so now I've got to go get dinner on the table, laundry done. Thank goodness we don't have any more homework because tomorrow's the last day of school.
I don't know how you manage it all, but you are amazing.
I am tired. But I'll see you Friday morning.
Okay.
And Friday night.
Very good. Wow, a doubleheader on Friday with Jay Quellen. I can't wait. Thanks.
Bye.
All right, still some showers hovering around the area. Rich's forecast in just a moment. Blue Water News with Sky Mosley follows traffic with Skipper.
Well, at the moment, looking pretty good around the area. Light to mostly moderate traffic, a little bit busy on I-65 and 85. Most of our earlier accidents have cleared at this point, but boy, we are busy out there this afternoon, especially Interstates Boulevards, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. Light to mostly moderate traffic. Keep it here for updates. If you've got less than perfect credit, McKenna Nissan may have the plan for you. Talk to David Martin. He'll do everything possible to have you driving today. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Whittle J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Search and rescue teams have found the Tallahassee man who went missing on Lake Gunnersville. The body of 25-year-old Jeremiah Gamble was found around 6 p.m. Tuesday evening. Gamble fell out of a pontoon boat Sunday afternoon and never resurfaced. The cause of the accident remains under investigation. Crime Stoppers is now offering a $7,500 reward for information leading to an arrest in the murder of Keyshawn Gardner. Gardner was shot and killed almost 6 years ago in the 5900 block of Oakley Road in Regency Park. A white Ford Fusion with dark tinted windows is believed to be connected with the incident. Anyone with information regarding the murder of Keyshawn Gardner is urged to contact authorities. Jubilee Pops returns to the capital city this weekend. The Montgomery Symphony Orchestra will be performing Friday night on the lawn of the Alabama Department of Archives and History. Bring your lawn chairs and picnic baskets to enjoy patriotic music under the stars. Friday night at 7 p.m. in downtown Montgomery. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
Montgomery Men's Health has years of proven results for ED and low T. We've introduced treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call Montgomery Men's Health at 334-440-3663 or visit montgomerymenshealth.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now. Dial 334-440-3663 or visit montgomerymenshealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, making it happen.
Alabama weather will never fail to surprise you. Our lawns hardly get a chance to have any downtime, and as usual, it's already time to start getting ready for spring. This year, save the hard work and aggravation and call Alabama Lawns, the River Region's leader in weed control and fertilization services. What makes Alabama Lawns the River Region's best? It's the people. They have the experience, education, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Ask your neighbors. Alabama Lawns has been the Montgomery Advertiser's Reader's Choice Award winner 14 years in a row. The Alabama Lawn staff is made up of long-term employees and agronomy graduates, and the staff at Alabama Lawns attend annual continuing education classes. It pays to have someone that knows southern grass types and how to keep them green and flourishing. Call Alabama Lawns today at 272-7171 and let them show you real value in lawn maintenance service. Alabama Lawns, the company with black trucks and green lawns.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
It's just May, but it's a forecast that sounds more like July. A few random pop-up storms into the evening hours before they fade out. Overnight low temperature down to about 70. And then no surprises. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right on through the Memorial Day weekend through Monday. A mixture of sun and clouds each day. Highs mostly in the upper 80s. Lows at night around 70. And scattered pop-up random showers and storms mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Typical summertime forecast. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? ASE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I put on Looney Tunes for my kids recently. That show has not aged well. All right, honey, let's meet this cast of characters. First off, we have a pig. His name's Porky. And his thing is he has a speech impediment. Okay, you don't like that? Well, check it out. There's this mouse, and he's Mexican. She goes, I don't get it. How's that funny? I go, how's that not funny? You heard what I said, right? Mexican mouse? Okay, you don't like that? Well, check it out. There's this skunk. She goes, what's he doing? I go, he holds women against their will. Yeah, they try and get away, but Pepe won't let them. And all the other characters, what they're doing is they're trying to kill one another. You know how in your shows they're all friends? They're not in these ones. They're trying to murder one another. There's this coyote who wants to kill this bird. There's this cat who wants to kill this other bird. Both that cat and that bird also have speech impediments, by the way. If you don't like any of that, here comes the headliner, the main character. You ready to see? There's this bunny, and there's this hunter, who, you guessed it, also has a speech impediment. And this hunter wants to kill the bunny, except for when the bunny puts on women's clothes. And now he does not want to kill the bunny. No, he is sexually attracted to the bunny. You want to turn on Bluey and learn about empathy? Okay, let's do that.
That's pretty funny. But you know what? I'm totally anti-woke. I don't want to hear about, you're hurting the feeling. Get out of here with that. That's a bunch of crap. 5:46. I'm all by myself. I think I may be alone on Friday afternoon, which is fine. I want everybody to have their weekend. But I'm thinking we'll do a little news or whatever at the beginning of the show, and then I've got a whole library of the best stand-up comics ever. And I'm thinking we may do a stand-up send-off to Memorial Weekend Friday afternoon. And I'll be here. We can take requests, too, for specific people, if you're interested. You like that idea?
No.
You have an alternative plan?
No.
You just don't like anything I do you?
No.
Okay. Appreciate your honesty. In a minute, we may venture into the world of... it's a website people go when they've had a bad day called F My Life. Today, my mom told me that she never wants to see me again because my family and I did not attend her wedding, which she wanted my youngest to be a flower girl in. I refused because this is her 8th marriage, and she never learns. Today, I came home from work to my hot roommate cooking and wearing nothing but an apron. She pulled me into her room and things were great. At least they did before I woke up in the break room with my coworkers and the boss all gathered around listening to me talking in my sleep. Probably best not to nod off at the office. I can't say I've ever had one of... you have dreams, but they rarely become verbal. Today I was looking through my computer's history to find a website I had visited. I found an online forum where my son was discussing how to inject OxyContin. F my life. Today, my dad's conspiracy lunatic of a new wife reported my husband and me to CPS because she found out that we vaccinated our kids. I know I shouldn't worry, but one single false allegation is all it takes to ruin lives and maybe lose custody. Boy, this is some really heavy-duty stuff here. Today, I found out my boyfriend of 2 years has children, not 1, not 2, but 3. Not with 1 or 2, but 3 different women. Well, I'm not excusing the guy's behavior. but you meet somebody you like. How do you break that news to them? Oh, by the way, I have 3 kids. And there's some women that, okay, they like kids. With 3 different mothers. That's where it gets dicey. There may be more of those a little bit later. Buying a house, what to do. We're waiting for interest rates to drop. Sometimes buying a house is a decision you're forced or compelled to for whatever reason, downsizing, relocation. You got to do something now. Sometimes it's better to have a plan. And the people that would love to take whatever amount of time it takes to help you live the American dream with a new home, that's Alabama Home Mortgage. God, I love them. Such terrific people, such a familial organization, and they have helped thousands of our listeners get mortgages or refis. You know, interest rates, they're at the mercy of the market right now. Things haven't moved down. Eventually they will. Real estate decisions aren't one-size-fits-all plans anyway. Are you looking for money? It could be hiding in plain sight. There are ways to get into a home that they can help you find. They can also help you with VA mortgage, even though the VA system may not be doing the best. At least when it comes to the mortgage system, they offer things like no down payment purchases, 100% cash out refis, and more. And doing any of this with the impersonalness of a 1-800 number company, biggest mistake you can make is speculating about whether or not you can buy. Let them help you with that. They're happy to do the consultation. It's a process. And you couldn't invite, and it's always better in any situation like this to go local with an awesome group of people who have been long a part of what we do here on News Talk. So reach out to Madeline and her team at 567-4223, 567-4223 in the 334. Alabama Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 1586368.
Attention River Region business owners. Local counties are now inspecting and enforcing backflow prevention requirements. Headley Plumbing is fully certified to install, repair, and test backflow preventers, helping you stay compliant and avoid costly violations. We've been serving the River Region for decades with dependable professional service you can trust. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the River Region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Dewan Walker has been an Alabama Power customer since 1999.
We're being squeezed on every side. We hear about Alabama Power freezing their rates. That's the best news we can get. Alabama Power rate freeze will provide real relief for Alabama working families. Alabama Power is protecting their customers by making data centers pay their full costs. It makes me feel at peace. Alabama Power is really stepping up and doing what's right for customers.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I owe. The taxman took my dough. Write a check to the IRS. I owe. I watch my money go. H&R Block gave me a shock. I owe. Man, this really blows. I can't deduct, it really sucks. I owe. Wish I was Jeff Bezos. Amazon never pays a dime. I owe.
Speaking of OIO, it comes out today that 109 buses from places like Ohio were part of the big, that's a laugh, whatever it was. When you've got AOC in town selling communism to a limited but very passionate crowd. Going around the news app just to see what we may have missed in the last few minutes. Notorious Iranian commander vows to unleash global war, blah, blah, blah. White House mocks Natalie Maines after vulgar Trump rant sparks outrage. She doing that again? How'd that work out for you last time, Natalie, with your big forehead? When you insulted Bush, not that you didn't have it coming, but you did it in another country. And a lot of people don't like that. Arizona executes man who doused victim in gasoline and set him in fire. Good. It only took, by the way, 24 years for that justice to occur. All right. Musk's SpaceX is going public in blockbuster IPO with one giant catch. You know, I thought long and hard about buying into Facebook when they did their IPO. First offer was at $40 a share. And I just didn't have a lot of cash on hand. I thought, do I want to risk? What an idiot. Those $40 shares are worth $600 something now. I will be talking to Brad McDonald soon over at Invista Advisors. Trump's high disapproval rating at 61%, but I think a lot of that is anger and frustration over the war and the fact that it's still taking time for the plan to kick in. Something needs to happen there and soon. In the meantime, where's our Republican leadership trying to get the gas tax a holiday for a while things are, until this whole thing settles down? And they don't know. They just did not see what happened yesterday, did they? Honestly, what a pathetic group. But a few of them got the boot yesterday, so we can only hope for more of that. Hang on a second here. Oh, from Alabama. This is why I love you. Ella Langley shares ACM Awards video that has fans in tears. She's amazing. She is absolutely amazing. Oh, we could have had a clip from Kennedy, but this just got posted. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Britney Spears is on the Fox News app. Britney Spears stuns fans with exotic dance after wet, reckless plea. God, they do a lot of WNBA coverage. Is that actually becoming popular? Let's see. I'll tell you, Fox, they do a pretty good job covering the big stories, but their app is loaded with sex. So-and-so shows off new bikini body, and WWE champ lists exactly which cosmetic procedure she's had to shut down online critics. Wow. I guess I have to realize at some point those are the things that a lot of people actually care about. And what else? Ex-ESPN host mocks Americans for voting for Donald Trump with James Harden comparison. Yeah, that's why you're an ex-ESPN host. I'm not even going to give you his name. Who cares? Last traffic.
Well, we are still seeing busy building traffic this afternoon around the area. I-65 and 85 really loaded up right now, as well as the boulevards. Travel Millbrook Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. Not really seeing any issues anywhere except that busy afternoon traffic. Please keep it here. We will keep you updated. Trentham State's introducing the Ford Track Automotive Program, preparing students to become a certified Ford automotive service technician. Go to trenthamstate.edu for more information. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Mayday, Mayday, may I have your attention? I want to announce that Pizza Perfect in May, you can buy a large pizza at the regular price and get a large single topping pizza for only $10. You already know that Pizza Perfect has the best pizza buffet in town, including spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13 at lunch and dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday all day. In May, buy any large pizza at the regular price and get a large single topping pizza for $10. Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard in Eastbrook, available for pickup and delivery.
Everybody is to leave here immediately.
How did it get to be this point already? Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Jacqueline. and everybody else who contributed this afternoon. I'll be back bright and early tomorrow, without Rich Thomas, but with Jay Scott.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and Jacqueline's going to be here. No, that's Friday.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington, New Mexico. Authorities say 3 people are dead and more than a dozen first responders are being treated for exposure to an unidentified substance after being called to a rural home for a suspected drug overdose. New Mexico State Police say 3 of the 4 people who were found unresponsive inside the home east of Albuquerque have died. The 4th was being treated at a hospital. Federal prosecutors have announced charges against former Cuban President Raul Castro in the 1996 downing of civilian planes operated by Miami-based exiles. The announcement was made Wednesday as the Trump administration escalated pressure on the socialist government. On Wall Street, the Dow by 645 points, the Nasdaq rose 399, the S&P advanced 79. More details at srnnews.com.
There's a moment nobody talks about with weight loss. It's the moment it stops working. The diet that worked before doesn't. The workouts don't hit the same. Even eating less stops moving the scale. That's not random. That's just your body protecting itself. Because when your body thinks it's under stress, it slows down your metabolism, holds on to fat, and fights you every step of the way. That's why quick fixes eventually fail. Even the popular GLP-1 shots, they suppress appetite, but they don't fix what caused the problem in the first place. Well, at PhD Weight Loss, they focus on restoring your metabolism so your body stops fighting you. That's when real change occurs. Right now, when you call and mention Mike G, you'll get 2 free weeks, and they'll pay for the cost of your food. It's a $1,500 value. Call 864-644-1900. That's 864-644-1900, or go to myphdweightloss.com. Because the goal isn't to lose weight once, it's to never have to start all over again. PhD Weight Loss.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. It's time to schedule your spring tune-up with Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Don't wait. Schedule today. Give them a call at 334-277-2125. Alabama certification number 88007.
Rich Thomas Weather.
It's just May, but it's a forecast that sounds more like July. A few random pop-up storms into the evening hours before they fade out. Overnight low temperature down to about 70. And then no surprises. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right on through the Memorial Day weekend through Monday. A mixture of sun and clouds each day. Highs mostly in the upper 80s. Lows at night around 70. And scattered pop-up random showers and storms mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Typical summertime forecast. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
The following was previously recorded. No phone calls, please.
The following is a paid program by Earnest Financial. The views and opinions are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
Mulligan tells me you buried your wife several years ago.
Oh, yes, I had to. She died.
This is the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
And now, because it's the law, here is your legal disclaimer.
All matters discussed on the Health and Wealth Show are for informational purposes only. Each individual situation may